Hi, EG. My dad's doing good, so we went out for a quick dinner. But yesterday, my whole family got together as well at my aunt's house. So, yeah. So I saw him both days, technically. But how was yours? Did you end up doing anything for your Father's Day? Might as well update. It's okay. But yeah, what'd you do? If you did anything. If not, then, I think there are some fathers that don't care too much for Father's Day. So to them, it's kind of like, eh. There we go. I'm excited to play more. I think I'm around. Let the song play. No, not much. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I can't see what you wrote. Not really much. Just got my dad headphones for Father's Day. His old one broke because of the plastic. Ah, okay. So for us, like, we stopped giving our dad presents like a while back. So we do like dinner and then, because I think like, I don't know, maybe your dad's different, but like for our dad, he's at that point where like he just likes spending time with us. So. Ooh, when did you book it for? Which location did you end up going to? The one close to your house? I also imagine a lot of people are out like, hey, Morty. Yeah, I imagine like if quite a few people. Actually, I don't know. I assume there are people are out and having dinner with their dads and stuff. Hi, Betty. Oh, Betty, are you guys doing Father's Day in any way? I don't know. John's father seems like a Father's Day kind of guy, but he also feels. Actually, it could go both ways. I feel like he kind of, or his family would do that kind of stuff, or his father wouldn't care. One of the two. I guess by default, I feel like Frictionless also is indifferent. Had to book it in August because June and July are all booked. So, and also no morning time. Did you book it at like that, like a 10:30 kind of thing? 10:30, 11, something like that? Hi. Morty, what you doing today? Oh, let me continue this. Okay. So I feel like I can get to the ending today. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how far I go. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I'm still in chapter. Damn it! I'm still in chapter 6. I thought I finished it. Yeah, John's dad is like that. Yeah. Like John's dad gives off that vibe that he's like indifferent for Father's Day, but I feel like his mom would care. Actually, I was talking to Perilous about this, and then Perilous was talking to like. I forgot who, but some other dude. Guys generally don't care about Father's Day. They're just like, whatever. And I was like, there are some outliers, but I guess the vast majority, they're like indifferent. 11 and 11:30ish time. Good, but he just came back from vacation, so we didn't plan anything yet. I was thinking of getting John a Yeti cut, but it's pricey. A Yeti cut. Why does that sound familiar? Is a Yeti cup like the guy version of a Stanley cup? You know how all these women want like Stanley cups all of a sudden? Is that like the guy version of it? Where like it doesn't spill or whatever? It's like, because Stanley is like a company that makes like construction equipment, but for some reason they started like marketing towards like women, and then like all these moms started buying them. But basically it's a cup that like doesn't spill. You could like so there was like a video that went viral where like the car was on fire, and then the cup was undamaged. So it's like fire resistant, spill resistant, and all this other stuff. And they come in like pretty colors or something now. But they used to be like, you know, just gray and black or whatever for construction dudes. Yeah, Stanley has been around too. They've been around for like I recognize the name. They make like measuring tapes and all that stuff, you know? Stanley does the same thing. But the only difference is I think the marketing team behind Stanley did an amazing job where they started marketing towards women, and that's when their sales went through the roof. So I don't know. I think they're probably the same thing, just different companies. Personally, I don't care about these cups, so. Oh yeah, because plastic has wear and tear, so that makes sense. I just called relatives and did laundry. Now going to cook dinner: white rice, chicken, green beans, and mushrooms with kimchi. Sounds good. Are you using chicken breast, I'm assuming? Yeah, I refuse to buy Stanley. Yeah, because then you just be like into the marketing thing. And I think the prices have went up because of like the whole being viral thing. Yeah, Yeti's smarter. How much are the cups? Yeti cup, all that supposed to, you can knock down? Yeah, it's like all these construction grade stuff. But how was everybody's weekend? I felt like I feel like this weekend, because I got together with my family on Saturday, and then today took my dad out for Vietnamese food, Betty. I was like, I don't know what to eat. And I was like, I'm going to get bún bò Huế, I guess, but I'm going to go for a walk later. Went for like a 50-minute walk. But I don't know. You know how like when you eat something and you just like, I don't know, because bún bò Huế is great, but there's like a lot of sodium, and then it's like rice noodles, which is there's also, well, I mean, the meat is the good part because there's like, you know, a lot of protein, whatever. But I was just like, I feel like I ingested a lot of sodium and carbs. Although I left some for Perilous, and because Perilous has never tried bún bò Huế before. I was like, do you want the rest of this? Pass off some of it. A lot of liquid. Hi, Elite. Yep, $45. How many ounces does it hold? Yeah, chicken breast. All liquid. Hey, Pixel. Bún bò Huế. Yeah, Elite knows. We were talking about this one day, and Elite's favorite is also bún bò Huế. Oh, I didn't take a picture. I forgot. Your walk photo. 20 ounce? Ooh. 20 ounce. Yeah. Gets through. I feel like would get him through quite the day. How much is that? Oh, this one bottle is 30 ounce. So it's like 20 ounces. Where is that? Oh, 20 ounce is like here. Oh, okay. That's not bad. He might not even need to refill it. Yeah, but 45 Canadian. I mean, he can drop it and it'll be okay. 45 bucks Stanley, 35 for Yeti. That's in Canadian dollars. Oh, Betty. AJ said 35 for Yeti. Or unless the one you want looks a little different. You're walking. Yeah, walking photo. Because I remember the last two times you asked me, and Perilous wasn't with me, and I was like, oh, let me show Betty. Look, he's with me today. Favorite dish though, beat up poutine for me. Oh, for sure. I'd for sure eat bún bò Huế over poutine. 45 Canadian. Oh, it's for the coffee. The one I'm looking at is 45. Okay, yeah, because I imagine they have different lines, right? So that makes sense. I don't know. No, it's not. I mean, unless you can think of something else. Is Perilous is Frictionless like a practical kind of guy? Has he been looking at the Yeti thing? For now, I have plastic. But I know like you shouldn't. Like, even with the plastic ones, you shouldn't reuse them too often because, you know, they're plastic. The metal ones I know do last longer. Hi, Necro. See if he mentions anything else that he wants. Okay, let me double check. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit and get to the dating phase of the game. Where did we leave off? I don't remember. Oh, we kissed and then we came back to his place, I think. Oh, no, did we kiss? No, we didn't kiss. We just became boyfriend, girlfriend or something like that. Harumi sat down across from his father, facing him, and I took the spot next to Harumi. Oh, we're going back to confront his dad. Ooh, okay. Harumi tried to calm his quivering voice with a deep breath, then spoke slowly and clearly. Oh no, he's practicing. I forgot. I'm pretending to be his father, and he's going to work up the courage to talk to his father. He explained how the DVDs in his room were his, not mine. That he was afraid of being rejected, so he did as his father said. Oh, never mind. It's been a week and I forgot everything. Harumi nodded. Oh shit. I'm sorry I cut you off. Okay, your son got the courage to talk to you honestly, and you're still rejecting his dreams. Harumi was steadfast. The two stared each other down. I wanted to know more about you, Mr. Makino, so I talked with Professor Asagi. He told me about a time a few years ago when he had a job offer to write for an anime. He wasn't sure if he should take the offer since he didn't know much about anime, but you advised him to take the job? Yeah, there was like a study that came out that like said these plastic bottles, I think like over time you are ingesting like microplastics or something. So I've had this bottle for a while, so I probably will retire it soon. At work, I do use a metal one though. So at work, I totally use the metal one for water. It's just at home I use this plastic one. So I'm probably going to switch this out soon and switch it to my Sailor Moon one that I've been saving. So don't want to keep them too long. That's a good idea. I think it would be cute if you guys had like matching ones. But then, yeah. Well, why don't, like, how about this, Betty? You get him something like, because Father's Day is like not like a huge holiday. Like it's not on the scale of his birthday and Christmas, right? So maybe you could get that and like one for yourself, and it'll be like a matching pair for like his birthday, and then for Father's Day you get like something else, because like the significance of the holiday, I feel like his birthday is bigger than Father's Day. You got to go to Vietnam and try real stuff. I don't actually, the last time I went to Vietnam, I don't think I tried it there, Elite, because I don't think my spice tolerance was that high. Plastic bottle at home, I literally finish them. Oh, like the reusable plastic ones. I haven't drank from because we have a Brita filter. I haven't drank from like a plastic bottle in like years. I think I only do that if I go to like someone's party and then they happen to have those. I know. No. But this is like the last time I went to Vietnam, I was like 18. I didn't eat spicy food back then. 18-year-old me did not eat spicy food. That's what Professor Asaki told me. Mr. Makino said anime is nothing to laugh at these days, that it's seen in a variety of places beyond theaters and has more exposure. He said experiencing anime production would be valuable and that he was envious since there was no place for him to enter. Huh? What? Harumi was clearly astonished while his father looked uncomfortable.
いやでもさっき俺がアニメ監督になるって言った時頭ごなしに反対してたしそれはアニメだからではない
He stated it plainly.
監督なんて不規則な生活になるだろうお前に体力がないのは分かっている大切な息子が体を壊したらどうするんだ
Wait, but you're bringing him into the field. I thought you wanted him to be a regular director. Is that not the same thing? In that moment, Mr. Makino looked more like a father than a director, but Harumi still regarded him with suspicion.
俺を心配していや騙されないぞ
Okay, so because he used to get sick when he was younger, he doesn't want him to be a director because they live hectic lives and he doesn't want his health to be jeopardized? What? You've never indicated that before.
あなたは俺と同じ家にいることさえ苦痛でイギリスに追いやったんだからな追いやったそれは違う
You sent him to England to get better health care.
より広い視野を持ったグローバルな人間になれるように幼い頃から世界を見てほしかったそれだけだ行くなら質の高い教育を得られる環境がいいだろうお前は頭もいいあのまま日本の学校に通っていたら浮いてしまうかもしれなかっただからイギリスに行かせたそんなこと言って戻ってきても冷たかったじゃないかまともに顔も合わせないで何が心配だよそれは反論できないだろう無理に嘘なんてつかなくていいもう期待なんてしていないからあれはあんなに小さかったのにちょっと見ない間に大きくなっていて
The miscommunication on this story is so dumb. Okay, so you didn't talk to your son because you sent him away to England to go to boarding school, and then he came back. He wasn't the little boy you knew anymore. He came back like, you know, a man, and then what, you couldn't talk to him anymore? He's still your son at the end of the day. Just strike up a conversation.
何が好きかもどんな話をしたらいいのかもわからなかったお前も私を避けているようだったし反抗期かと
You made it worse by not talking to him. Jesus.
ならなんで休みもほとんどないようなパブリックスクールに入学させた寂しくなるからに決まっているだろうが私が
You self... This... Smack the father across the face. This is supposed to be the good route. Bye, Lee. Good night. Where did I leave off? Saigonese Bomboe. Oh, you should not drink from those too often. One, you're creating a lot of plastic waste. And two, I think the microplastic from those are worse than these reusable bottles. At least these, they're like, this is like a gradual over time degrading thing. Those bottles are worse. I also completed Diablo 4. You may have noticed me. I think I got one notification on like Friday or something while I was eating dinner. Hi, Tanuki. How are you? Tanuki. I am pretty far in the Black Eagle route. Things have been very interesting. I'm on chapter 9, actually. I think chapter 12 is when you have to make the decision if you want to be, if you want to side with Edelgard or not. I'm going to be honest, if given a choice in real life, I probably wouldn't side with her. But for the sake of unlocking the route and doing the story, I will side with her just to see like what her background story is. But I don't know. Her decisions and Hubert, freaking Hubert. Oh, hi, Pato. How are you? Eating dinner, I'm going to stop and ask you for food. I suggest getting thermal flask from Costco. Oh, yeah, there was a sale on them last week. But Perilous was like, I still have mine for now. We'll just like wait a little longer. Like I still have one more brand new plastic bottle I can use. And then after that one, how long did I have this for? I don't remember. Zedge got this for me like 2 years ago. So like I'll use the new one for 2 years and then maybe I'll get like another metal one. I know. I have a metal one it's from Starbucks because I got it as a gift, but it's like double insulated, and then when I put cold water in there, it keeps it cold for a while. I can put hot water too, but hot water I use like just a regular mug. Betty, sell the second one. No, Betty, it's a Sailor Moon one. That's all sparkly and Sailor Moon is what my brother got it for me for Christmas one year. Sorry.
私はお前を立派に育てるために留学に行かせた。たびたび帰ってこられては寂しくてこちらの決心が揺らいでしまう。
So what you're saying is you loved your son too much. But
それだけは何としても避けたかった。だが帰ってお前を苦しめたんだな。
So you're telling me this boy had a loving father, but because your father sucks at communication. Oh my God. You know, I think a lot of fathers have strained relationships with their children because they just suck at communicating. Like men, okay, not all men, but I feel like a lot of men just are not good with communicating how they feel. And then their kids just end up hating them. The two had fallen silent, so I decided to weigh in. With my outsider's perspective, maybe I could see things the other two could not. Yes, girl. Insert yourself. Pato. Oh, just keep it pretty and don't use it? You mean like just put it on my Sailor Moon shelf up there? Oh. But, I mean, I guess, because if I'm using the plastic one, I would use it at home. Oh no, I would use it at home, and then when I go to my aunt's house, I would bring it with me. Yeah, because whenever I go to my aunt's house, everybody brings their own reusable bottle now, and they have water bottles for like guests and stuff, right? So that's or maybe, Betty, when I'm at home, I just drink water from a cup. And just keep really refilling that mug, like the ceramic cup. And then when I go out, use the plastic one. So then I technically only use it like once every few months. So it lasts longer. Oh, hi, Ben. We'll be putting it. Oh, wait, were you here last week? Oh, I think you were, right? Where we became an official couple. So now we are standing up to his father. And we found out that his father actually does not hate his own son. His father actually loves him very much. But because his father is not good with talking about his feelings and portraying and putting his feelings into words, there has been a disconnect. So his father actually loves the son very much. And then the son thinks that the father hated him, so he hated him. And then it was like a thing. That's where we are in the story. But happy Father's Day. Did you go out for dinner or do anything with your family? Duh, gotcha. We are good at head nods and grunts, acknowledgement, and farting. Oh, yes, yes. Yes, men fart a lot. You guys have a lot of gas in your system. Not gonna lie. Gotcha. I spent all Friday binging an anime someone recommended. It was the first time using my Crunchyroll account in a while. What was it? What was it, Tanuki? Hi, Mrs. Betty. What's up, YouTube? Hey, Kevin. How you doing? Simple at-home dinner. Ooh, who cooked? Heading over to John's parents on Tuesday. Oh, okay, so you guys are doing a weekday thing. Gotcha. Gas, LOL. Real life. Oh, that sounds really familiar. Real life, not ReZero, right? Because I know ReZero is pretty popular. Real life sounds familiar too. Could be wrong. I think Mr. Makino is a far more sensitive person than you realize, Harumi. He may act cold, but deep down, he really isn't. My first impression of you was that you were cold too, but that was because you didn't know how to connect with others, right? See, you have the same problem your father does. You can't express your feelings into words. Your father can't express feelings into words. It's because you got it from him. Like father, like son. My God. Yeah, you're even clumsy in the same ways. It really shows you two are father and son. Okay, so Betty, there is a chance that baby Dino will pick up a lot of John's habits, according to this game. Real life, yeah, it was fantastic. Oh, nice. I mean, obviously. Obviously, it's because you have a lot of flatulence in your body. Flatulence, aka gas. That may be how he acts at work, but don't you think it might be different for family? I know how it feels to fear rejection from the ones I care about, don't you? Wait, but this part doesn't make sense. Why did your dad want to throw out your whole anime collection then? What does that have to do with your health? That doesn't... What? Have you ever watched any of your father's films? One of them was a drama that my mother wrote the script for. Harumi looked at me in surprise. Hi, Super. Hello, Kevin again. Apparently, no one knows that. Hi, Super. Hi, Kevin. Hello, Ben. Sons be terrible sometimes, just saying. Wait, but Kevin, you're a son. But I believe you're a good son. I've seen how you talk about your mom. And your dad. Ah, Kevin, except baby Dino. Hello, being cute helps. So, at what point does he stop being cute? When he starts having like BO? Is that the part when, like, you know, he comes home from, like, you know, soccer practice and then he like smells like sweat? That's probably when he's like, what, 12? Is 12 the age? I don't know. He spoke about my mother with a nostalgic tone. I could feel my eyes welling up with tears threatening to fall. It makes me very happy to hear her work remembered so fondly. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear it too.
君が脚本家を目指していると聞いたとき、血は争えないと思ったよ。同じ道を歩めば、比べられることもあるだろう。心ない言葉を投げつけられることもあるだろう。しかし、それでもお母さんと同じ道を君は選んだ。子供は親の想像を軽々と超えていく。君のこれからに期待しているよ。
So at what point do you tell him, I'm also dating your son now? Thank you.
父さんが誰かを褒めるなんて。しかも一回しか仕事をしたことのない相手をそんな風に。
Yeah, the last time we talked about mom, it wasn't about her work itself. I'm very happy to receive such a compliment. He probably doesn't say it out loud much, but I think your father is a kind and thoughtful person.
そうかもしれないけど、やっぱり怖い人の印象が強いし、すぐに打ち解けたりはできない。何を言われるかわからないって今も思っている。
Harumi turned his gaze from me to his father, who sat straight and looked at him directly.
嫌われているわけじゃないのなら、もっと話をしたいです。わかった。私もお前と話がしたい。
They're gonna get to know each other.
聞かせてくれ。聞いてくれるなら。
Ah, look at these two repairing their relationship.
それから家を開けるときはきちんと連絡しなさい。母さんも心配する。もってことはあなたも
Did he really think like his dad just didn't care about him?
子供のことを心配しない親などいない。そうですか。
The two conversed with a nervous energy. I guess this meant they could finally talk as father and son. But it would still take some time. Still, they certainly feel more alike now. The prickly feeling when we first arrived was gone. While there was still some tension in the air, it felt like a more welcoming space. You mean baby drama, talking back as a teenager. No, soccer, hockey. Well, currently, baby Dino is in soccer, and I think they plan on putting him in some hockey. Oh, I saw the photo. There was a video where he rolled up his jacket, and it was just purple. I didn't read into what happened though. Yeah, there's a side, there's like a giant purple bruise, but I don't know what exactly happened. Preteens are the worst. Bedtime for baby Dino. Okay. Dad, son, why did you look like a pie for the last... You're still on about the pie part. Oh no, not the belt. Oh yeah, preteens, the whole body change phase. Yeah, the whole BO, and then like... I had one cousin, luckily, like, he grew out of it, but, like, he had the stinkiest feet. Oh, my God. He had the stinkiest feet, like, I've ever smelled. Like, he would take off his shoes after running around all day because he was pretty active. My God. If I was over, oh, my God, you could smell it, like, throughout the whole first floor. And then, like, as soon as he took off his shoes, and then his mom would be like, well, I'm not going to say his name, but be like, blah blah. It's like, go upstairs and wash your feet right now. And then he'd be like, okay. And he went upstairs. Oh God, but his feet smelled so like ass. A few days after Harumi returned home, he texted me to say he wanted to see the drama my mother wrote. I invited him to my room since I figured it would be easier to relax there. Ben, we're Netflixing and chilling in my room.
これお邪魔するなら持っていけって父が。
You said there was a bed, that now there's a bed. We're going to be sitting on the bed and watching my TV. That's what's happening. Sakura Mochi, thank you. Let me get us some tea. So you're talking with your father now?
まあっていうかあの人デリカシーなさすぎる。
Oh?
夜中に部屋でアニメ鑑賞しているところをこっそり後ろから見てたことがあったらしい。男だし夜だからそういう系なのかと思ったらアニメで驚いたって言ってた。
I guess his dad thought he was watching something else? Like what? What else would Harumi have been watching? All I knew was he liked action hero shows.
そこはスルーしていいから。
My character's so clueless. Heck yes. Damn, sweating in those places are the worst. Yeah, the feet. That was his bad spot. I took showers once before work, then bath after work. Less stinky. You're gonna be a bed. Wow, lol. I don't know what I mean, but sure you don't know. I tilted my head in confusion at why he was suddenly so flustered, but I let it go. It was time to start watching the DVD.
こんなに感動するなんて思わなかった。
There were tears in his eyes as he let out a heavy sigh. No matter how many times I watched it, I was always enraptured as well. Right? Mr. Makino really is an amazing director to shoot a film like this.
いや、あの人も言ってたけど、あなたのお母さんの脚本が良かったんだ。
My mother's script was indeed wonderful. I knew that very well, but a production couldn't exist with just a script. No matter how beautifully the words are arranged, they alone wouldn't have made this film such a moving one. The quality of the work isn't just from the script. The visuals, the tempo, the editing, it all comes together, and it did so thanks to the director's skill. I added that it was the same for an anime, which got Harumi to agree.
なんだか変な感じだ。前は父が褒められてもどこか人事だったけど、
Why don't you tell him that? It'll make him happy.
今すぐは。
Okay.
だけどちょっとずつ打ち解けていったらいつか自然に言えそうな気がするかな。
That made me happy to hear. It would take a long time for Harumi to resolve his complex feelings for his father. But the fact he was able to be positive about it made me happy, as if it were my own closure. Your family, I'm sure you'll come to an understanding eventually.
そうなのかな。だといいけど。
The more you talk to each other, the more you'll get to know one another.
まあそうかも。今後の参考にしたいから母さんとの馴れ初めは聞いてみたい。
Why not? Don't all kids want to know how their parents met? Oh, but
何？
neither of them seem to talk much. Maybe they're like us. We just get each other.
そんなことあるかな。
Yeah, I think they're pretty similar. She's basically saying, "Hey, I think me and you are similar to your parents."
だったらいいけど、これからはちゃんと話すようにする。父にも母にも、もちろんあなたにも。
Yeah, if anything happens, I'll always go to you first. It ends here. Ooh, chapter 7. Okay, last chapter before the ending. He's got a smirk. Sadly, Ben, nothing happened. We continued to talk as time passed by. Oh, I don't know, maybe. He know what's gonna happen. He has the I'ma do you smirk. Apparently not. Okay, Necro. We talked as if we hadn't seen each other in ages, even though it had really only been a couple of days. The next volume of the anime DVD I'd borrowed, but we hadn't yet discussed, was already out too. Let's go buy it together. Annie Fight sells it, right?
それは
Ah, but you always buy stuff online, right?
いや、特典ならアニファイトの方が豪華。けど、いいのかなと思って。あなたが。
Of course I am. I want to visit the other at Saga pilgrimage sites too. There were so many left on your list. Though I guess it'd be more fun to go with the manga club than me.
そんなことは断じてない。というか、満研はやめるって言ったままだし、俺はあなたと行きたい。だって、
He wants to go with
こ
you.
の話はまだ有効で、だとしたら、
What we talked about?
俺とあなたが両思いっていう。
Of course.
よかった。
He's all blush. I bet if Jean was here, she'd be all like. Harumi's reassured smile was so gentle it made my heart flutter. The cold demeanor I'd seen when we first met was long gone from his face.
それで、その。
Yes? He sounded like he wanted to say something, but his gaze wandered around as if trying to find the right words. Do you want some fresh tea? We've been talking for so long, yours must be cold.
いや、飲むから。
There's plenty if you want more. Hehe, I'm so happy. I love this. Oh, these two are so cute. Stop it. At the sound of the word love, he's like, oh. Sakura mochi. I rarely buy it for myself.
そうなんだ。俺も好きだけど。
What's the matter, Harumi? You seem so restless.
いや。ギュッてしていい？
I think he's at that part in the relationship where like he can't help but want to touch the other person, and my character is just so oblivious to it, but he's restless because his hands just want to like grab her, I guess. I'm gonna make dinner. I wonder what Necro's having for dinner. We will ask when he comes back. Huh? Oh, okay. Are we gonna get a CG?
嘘です。すみません。いや、あなたがあまりにも近くて、それで断じてやましい気持ちがあるわけでは。いや、あるのか？ない。だってまだ両思いになってから日も浅いし、まだそんなことを考えていい段階では。
So nervous. Harumi, chill.
すみません。取り乱しました。このことは忘れてください。
You're being all proper again.
もう何が何だかわからなくなってきた。驚かせちゃってごめん。
Harumi, I don't mind. Ooh, she don't mind. It's okay to hug, you know? You can do more than hug, but okay, sure. You want to start with a hug? We'll just start with a hug.
じゃあ。
Okay, we're getting a CG. Harumi came to my side and sat next to me. It was just like how we sat in the park the other day. I'm getting giggly and I don't even see anything yet. Except this time it was warm and we knew we both liked each other. Oh, this is cute. It's very heartwarming. He leaned into me and put his arms around me, though he was slightly tense. I relaxed into the hug and squeezed him close. This is so wholesome. So are you. I could feel it. I hear yours too. It's going so fast. We sat in silence for a moment, listening to our hearts beating for each other. Ah, she's so nice. Gotta take a screenshot.
この状況なんだから仕方ないよ。にしても、あなたは小さいね。
Am I? Or are you just big? Okay, that sounded very sexual. Even with just a light hug, his arms were all around me, wrapping me up. He was like a warm, gentle blanket.
こんなに密着して嫌じゃない。もしダメだったら。
It's you, so I'm fine.
そうか。さ、あなたはしっかりしているし、一人で何でもできそうだけど。 何かあったら遠慮なく頼ってくれていいから。というか、そうしてほしい。俺からのお願いだと思って聞いてくれないかな。
What's with this all of a sudden?
いろいろ考えたんだ。気まずかったとはいえ、俺には両親がいる。でもあなたは家族を亡くしていて、お父さんもまだ見つかってはいない。寂しかったり、心細いって思うことがたくさんあったはずだ。
That's so sweet.
けど、これからは俺がいるから。
Warmth flared in my chest.
ごめん、俺また何かダメなことを。
No, no, no. No. Thank you. I whispered the words in my heart, unable to say them out loud.
俺じゃ力不足なことがあるかもしれないけど、俺は本気だから。
Yeah. I could still hear his heartbeat. I listened carefully to it. I feel like I found a piece I've always been missing inside. Oh. I closed my eyes and leaned into his strong, gentle arms. Sus Pixel. I'm not sus. Damn, got me missing my girl. Oh, sorry, Morty. Time for vacation, Morty. Hopefully in October. Fingers crossed it all works out in October and you can go see her. The busy hours turned into days and the movie production continued without a hitch. Christmas was just around the corner, but I barely had time to think about it with my days jam-packed. Once the new year began, shooting would start. Oh, hi, Lenny! Thank you for the 54 months. I'll pause the...
Pixel do be Seuss.
Sorry, I think I almost burped. But how are you, Lenny? Happy Father's Day to you too. Is Father's Day a worldwide thing or a North American thing? Or like a Western thing? I don't know, actually. I imagine Father's Day is worldwide. Right? Right? Also, so yeah, saving up the funds and having to plan according so the army don't deny. Ooh, I'm guessing you need to give them like enough notice and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I know. Tuxedo mask has never really been useful. Oh, that's true. I mean, yeah, but with your own father? But I do... I mean... what was I saying? Oh, yes. I don't know if you, like, get together with your dad or... It's me and my brother and now Perilous. We still have dinner with my dad. You have to submit leave and get it approved, and for going overseas, you have to attend like safety briefs and stuff like that. Oh, is it because like when you are in another country, you're representing the U.S. military, I guess? Oh, sorry, Lenny. I didn't know. I mean, if you ask me about my mom, I'll say my mom died when I was 18. I didn't know. I will remember that, and I won't ask next year. Bum bottom. Oh, did I stop the... 1 second. Yes, I did. A boop. That and security. Oh? Well, what if you're going to another country, but you are doing your own thing, though? What does that have to do with security? Hmm? Doing it properly? We were counting down the seconds. Ah, I probably should have stopped earlier.
これ運んでおきますね。
I wonder if everybody else knows we're dating. Harumi frequented the studio often then. He'd retracted his resignation and stayed on as Director Makino's assistant. He used to act like he was only following orders, but now he's actively looking for jobs to do. He seems so much happier. I see him talking to the other staff members more too. More importantly, you could tell he was enjoying himself just by looking. When I asked him why, he said there was a lot to learn on the job, even if it wasn't related to anime. He's matured so much. Is that because of me? You mean the rumor that he was always over at your place having drinks? A part of me wants to have seen that too. He was? Yeah, me too.
あれそういや、はるみちゃんと上田ちゃん、別れたって言ってたよね。
Oops, I forgot. After we met in the cafe that day, things moved so quickly and got so busy, I forgot to tell him we'd made up. Santa was the main reason we'd gotten back together in the first place. But it feels embarrassing to tell him we made up after all this time. Well... Besides, when I said we broke up, we'd been a fake couple. Now we were a real couple. Did I need to explain all that as well? I wouldn't even know where to begin. I really needed to discuss it with Harumi.
そっか。本当に別れちゃったんだ。
Well, no, actually.
別れただって？
Kazuma?
仲直りしたんじゃないのかよ。
Kazuma had me cornered. Huh?
お前、やけに元気なくて、牧野くんが家出したとかいう噂聞いて。ゆきとさんに相談して、うまくいったと思ってたのに。まさかお前、捨てられたのか？あいつに。
No, wait a second. That's not what happened.
隠せなくてもいい。はっきり否定しないってことは本当なんだろう。あいつ。
Calm down.
これが落ち着いていられるか、牧野くんめ。
呼びました？
うおっ
Kazuma jumped back, surprised by Harumi's sudden appearance.
あ、ちょうどいいところに来た。
Ooh, so much is going on.
何の話？
はるみちゃんに決まってるでしょ。はるみちゃんが彼女を捨てたって話で持ちきりだけど、真相はどうなの？
は？捨ててませんよ。なんでそんな。
Harumi, well, remember how some stuff happened? Senna told me you ran away from home, but I told him about us breaking up. So that's why I was thinking I should update Sena and also thank him for his help.
俺？なんで？
Because you gave me the push I needed.
それだったら、上久保くんに言った方がいいんじゃないかな。
What do you mean, Nishijima?
だって、噂を聞いた上久保くんが、君を心配して瀬名さんに。西島さん、それは。
At his outburst, I looked over and saw Kazuma's face was bright red and guilty looking. Then the reason Sena came to me was because of you, Kazuma?
ああ、西島さんってばさらっとバラしちゃうんだから。
But why?
繊細な男心だよ。
Ah, okay. So they all know that he likes you, I guess. But that he wants you to be happy, so. Delicate.
男心？
大事な君が好きな男のことで悩んでる。でも、恥ずかしさとか嫉妬心とかそういういろんな感情がぐるぐるしちゃって、自分は直接動けない。それで百戦錬磨のこの俺に泣きついてきたってわけ。なぜかまた僕まで巻き込まれたけどね。
It sounds like we caused everyone a lot of trouble without realizing it. I'm sorry. Especially to you, Kazuma.
なこといいんだよ。で、どうなんだよ、二人。本当に別れちまったのか？それとも、
き合っています。付き合ってる。ちゃんとラブラブだし。
だし。
マジかよ。へえ、はるみちゃんからラブラブなんて言葉を聞く日が来るとは思わなかったよね。確かに。
別に嘘はついていないから。
それなんか怪しくねえか。いきなり取り繕ってるみたいで。喧嘩はしたんだ。
Welcome back, Betty. There are places that Morty can't go. Oh, really? Oh, because he's in the military? I want to know what kind of places. I didn't know that. Like, don't go advertise yourself and don't talk about those things. Ah, like, don't go around telling people that, like, basically you can't go around and be like, do you know who I am? I'm from the US military. Like, you can't obviously do that kind of stuff, right? Logical stuff. Yeah. Common sense things. But some people are stupid. I can imagine. Yeah, like don't go around parading it and getting into fights and stuff. Oh, but you're not gonna do that though, Morty.
それはそうだけど。
But like you said, there are probably other people who do. Why did that sound like the old guy from Yakuza? You know what? I was halfway like doing the imitation and I was like, why is my pitch higher? I don't know.
まあ、はるみちゃんが虚勢張ってるだけって可能性もあるよね。
Harumi glanced in my direction. He looks like he needs some help. We did have a fight, but we made up after that.
聞いてねえぞ。
Why are these three questioning me? Well, we've been busy.
じゃあ今は本当にラブラブなの？どれくらい？
A whole lot?
真面目に答えた。
If I didn't, none of you would believe me.
けどまだちょっと怪しいよね。具体
I told you one of them was going to be like, show us how mushy you are. Well, since I started dating Harumi, I've been able to write my scripts much more easily. Before, I often got feedback that my romance scripts lacked realism or my characters didn't seem alive. But now that I'm with him, I can understand my characters' emotions better. I guess you could say their dialogue doesn't sound forced. It's coming more naturally now.
つまり、はるみちゃんとの経験を参考にしてるってことだよね。経験？まさかお前ら、もう大人の階段を登っちまったのか？
Kazuma's like, what? How far have you guys gone?
バカ、そんなわけないでしょ。
まあ、はるみちゃんだしね。
どういう意味ですか？
This is so funny.
まだまだお子様ってことじゃないかな。
Is he a child though? He's 21, and then these two characters are 23. So realistically, they're only 3 years older than him. But I guess like the overall vibe, he's childish, I guess, compared to these two who probably have slept with other women.
家でするぐらいだしね。
You're just teasing him now. Harumi held his head in his hands at a loss. Stop picking on him! And I'm sorry for making you worry. Thank you, Sana, Nishijima, and Kazuma. I'm really sorry, but thank you. We're fine now.
別に俺は。よかったな。おめでとう。カズマちゃんも。よかったね。うっす。複雑な男心か。勉強になるな。
Yeah, so the two of them are comforting him because it's like, you liked her, but she chose somebody else. Actually, have any of you been in this situation where like you guys liked somebody, but she was happy with somebody else and then you were kind of like happy for her? Basically the situation. Plenty of people take advantage. I read some army wife stories. It's funny. Really? Ooh. I mean, I've heard of them here and there. I also know like a lot of people who have spouses in the army, they get married like pretty early on in their relationship for like the benefits and stuff. And I think like if you're higher or you're high up enough, don't you get like some kind of like special housing or something? Which stories? Is it for sure? Yeah, for sure. High school? They get married in high school? Yeah, I think a lot of them are like just coming out of high school or like early 20s, like they're 21 and 22 or something like that. Oh, sorry. You meant like the whole liking somebody and them liking somebody else. Okay. Thank you for answering the question, Morty. Everyone laughed. Harumi smiled too. Quibbles aside, everyone was getting along much better. With everyone comfortable and chatting, the mood on set continued to improve. Wait, so does my character know that my best friend had a crush on me? Because it seems like it's just going over her head. I don't think she realizes. She's just laughing along. On my way home, we walked side by side, heading in the same direction. I asked something that had been on my mind for a while. How is everything at college? You said you quit the manga club?
その話は撤回してきたよ。
Oh, good.
ちゃんと話して謝って。俺みたいなやつでもみんな黙って迎えてくれたからありがたかった。オタクに逆戻りかって一部の人たちには幻滅されたりしたけど。
Screw those people.
くずりゅうくんたちやアニメを好きになってくれた女子は喜んでくれたし。だから時間があるときはまた部室に行ってる。やっぱり。
Oh, sorry. That's great. I was happy Harumi was having fun, of course, but I don't like it. What do you mean you don't like it? Harumi noticed I was looking away. When he caught sight of my expression, his eyes widened in surprise.
どうしたの？何か怒ってる？
No, I'm fine.
もしかしてこれが噂に聞く焼き餅焼いてる？
I'm going to say I am because that's me being honest, right? What exactly am I jealous of? The two girls that he's spending time with? Who gives a crap? But okay, my character's jealous. She's going to be jealous. I am. I debated on how to answer, but decided to be honest. Yeah.
まさか図星とは。
We were a new couple, and I felt embarrassed being jealous over something so trivial. I didn't want him to think I was weird either. I hesitantly looked up at his reaction. He was speechless, his hand over his mouth. Harumi?
まずい。
What is?
顔が勝手に。
Am I being too clingy? Isn't it more normal to let these things go?
いや流さなくていいから。それにそんなあなたも尊いし。
Alright, so if you tell your partner that you feel jealous, it'll make them feel special and desired, apparently. If you're married in general? Like, is it a discount or do you get like a free house? That doesn't make any sense. Cause wouldn't they run out of houses to give? The more that they give you money and don't live in the barracks. Okay, they give you money to buy a house, I guess? But is it like a community of like military couples, families? As if you're already in the military. Oh. Tuition assistance. Oh, I heard about that too, yeah. Must benefits. You get lower interest and need less for down payment for any house. Oh, okay. And I guess like if there's a military base, then they generally buy close to the base. So then it's not too so they don't have to travel as far. And I guess like a lot of families around the base would be like military communities and stuff like that. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Because at one point, because that makes more sense. Because at one point, I thought like the military just like bought communities, and they're like, "Here's a house for you. Here's a house for you." And I was like, I feel like it's more of a discount. Okay, so less for down payment, and you get lower interest. Ah, we have a choice to live on the base or get our own place outside of the base. I think I think there was somebody. I wasn't close to them, but I did hear them talking about that too. Like, I know the government pays for a part of your tuition if you're in the military and like some other stuff like that. Oh, there could be a wait list. If you have more seniority, do you get it first, or how does it work? Is it first come first serve? Really?
それに満件復帰の時に彼女とは復縁したってちゃんとみんなに言ったから告白されたりとかはないと思う。俺がどれだけあなたのことが好きかみんな理解してくれているし。
Oh, they do? If he told everyone, he must really mean everyone. It's a little embarrassing, but
それに満件のメンバーはあなたのことが好きなんだ。そういう意味じゃなくて仲間として。
really?
オペレーション ING。俺やみんなのためにいろいろ考えて動いてくれたのがすごく嬉しかったって。
I didn't know that. I'm glad to hear it. It was only a month ago, but looking back on it felt nostalgic. I thought it was because so much had happened since. Kuzuru had become a momentary heartthrob until he changed back to his old clunky glasses because the attention was tiring. Can I come visit them again?
もちろん。けどみんなきっと喜ぶだろうから。今度は俺がやきもち焼く羽目になりそう。
Really? Harumi blushed and he looked away.
そういえばクリスマスどうする？
Ooh, we're gonna spend Christmas together. Not really. I don't have any friends to spend it with, and I'll be on winter break. We don't have work on the 25th, right?
役者さんたちもその日は他の仕事が多いから集まらないし。年が明けたらしばらく休みなしで撮影が続くから、この日ぐらいはって父さんが。それで、実は父さんに今年は家族で過ごさないかって言われてて。
Oh, that sounds nice. Their family had been fractured for so long, it was good he'd spend some time with them. I could see him any day after all. Still, it makes me a little sad.
いや、この年で家族とって。しかも、
Why don't you bring your girlfriend along to celebrate with your family? But you've never done something like this before, right? I don't think age matters.
まあ確かに。俺も父さんも家から離れている時の方が多かったし。
First come, first serve. Gotcha. Then you have even more reason to spend it with them this year. You may think they'll always be there, but one day they can suddenly disappear.
家族とも過ごすけど、あなたとも過ごしたい。欲張りだけど。
Huh?
というわけで、あなたが了承してくれるなら、参加するって
I told you. What?
そんなに驚くことかな。両親にあなたのことは伝えてある。もう何も隠す必要はないんだ。だから安心して来てほしい。というのもなんだか変かもしれないけど。
Harumi gave me a wry smile and added that last time I came over, a lot had happened. Okay, they really won't mind?
父さんも母さんもぜひと言っていたから遠慮はしないで。あなたの気持ちで決めてくれたらいい。
The fact his parents both agreed made me very happy. I'm glad I'm welcomed, but isn't it a big deal to spend time with his parents? I didn't know for sure, but it made me nervous to know that we were dating with his parents' approval. Last time I visited, it was pretty tense. I should use this opportunity to properly introduce myself. With your blessing, I would like to be with your son. No, wait, that sounded like a proposal. I should look up how to introduce myself to your boyfriend's family when I get home. Okay then, thank you for the invitation. I'd love to spend Christmas with you. Ah, so cute. Hee, aren't you overreacting a little? After I got the Christmas invite, I spent a lot of time researching things. The big day was close at hand. College was on winter break and I didn't need to work that week, so I had plenty of spare time. I may have been invited, but I'm still going to a family celebration. I need to make sure I'm not rude. I meticulously focused on every detail, from what gift to bring to my outfit. They already think I'm his weird friend. His father knows me a little, but his mother must think I'm really odd. There was no way I could explain I was only pretending to be his girlfriend. Came over as a friend and now was his actual girlfriend. It even confuses me sometimes. I also didn't know how Harumi explained things to them if he did. The more I think about it, the more stressed I get. Another thing to worry about was, what should I give him as a present? Presents were a staple of the holiday, whether you were a friend, family, or lover. I had to give him something. If I was going to give him a gift, I wanted it to be something he'd really enjoy. The more I considered, the more worried I got. I guess this was just how holidays were. What Harumi likes is anime. But he's bought just about anything he'd ever want on his own. I can't recommend a series he doesn't know, since he's introduced me to everything. It would be awkward if I gave him something he already has. If I couldn't get him anything anime related, I needed to find something else. I was frowning down at my phone screen when it suddenly rang. Yuzo Makino? It was Director Makino. Hello, Ueda speaking. The dad wants to talk to me. Are you done playing other choices? Me? Oh no, we're still on the same dude. We're gonna be on the same dude today. If I can't finish today, then I have to do one more stream tomorrow. And then next week, we gotta do the third person, which is the best friend. So the best friend is the original guy I wanted to do. But I heard like mixed stuff about him. But I think me and Ben want to find out what his is. So I'm only on chapter 7. So 7's the last one before the ending. For this one, anyways. These games are long, Betty. They're as long. People have asked me if she would go to the US, but I told her I just in the back. Yeah. You don't want to bring up marriage because you guys are just starting, Morty. And also, you don't want to jump into a marriage when you don't know them fully yet. Because that could be like a mistake in the long run, you know? Yeah, take it day by day. I agree. Like, take it slow. Don't like rush things. Don't, listen to other people if they say otherwise. Reason it. When you're young, you're going to change a lot as you get closer to your 30s. For sure. You are in your mid-20s, right? I mean, Morty, I was 24 when I broke up with my last long-term ex. That was because I realized we weren't compatible and we wanted different things. I was 24. I was in my mid-20s. So, especially in terms of planning ahead, so I won't put that on her. So much to talk about. Yeah, enjoy life. Yeah, take it day by day. Enjoy life. Enjoy the relationship. I talk about marriage on the first date. Also, how many kids, where to move, and credit scores. I also make a written contract. Jessica's a keeper, man. She agreed to all that. Exactly. And she didn't run away? Damn. He wanted to discuss Harumi's present. Oh, are we going to get a dual present? Oh, but does he want that? They'd spent a long time apart, and their relationship once Harumi returned had been strained. He had no idea what Harumi liked. I confessed I was stumped about it too, so we decided to exchange ideas at a later date. Likewise, sir. Thank you for the help. We chose when and where to meet, then hung up. Now, what should I give him? I felt a little more excited about the hunt now that I had someone to talk to about it. The next day, amid his busy schedule, I met Mr. Makino at a cafe. He arrived a few minutes after our scheduled meeting time.
遅くなってすまない。
Wow. It's alright, I just arrived myself.
まさかこんな形で君と話をすることがあるとはな。
Me neither. I'm sorry I haven't been able to properly introduce myself yet. How is Harumi lately? He sometimes talks about his family with me.
そうか。アルミも君のことを信頼しているんだな。まだまだ我が家では会話が盛り上がるほどではないが、言葉を交わすことが増えてきた。
He was looking more like a devoted father now. Aww. When he talked about Harumi, his stern visage as a director disappeared and he sounded warmer and gentler.
あいつが帰国した時にはうつろな表情で近づくものすべてを遠ざけて一人で閉じこもろうとしているように見えた。どうにかしてやらないとと厳しくしすぎたんだろうな。今となっては自分の線量を恥じるばかりだが。
No, I'm sure Harumi understands.
今では大学にも楽しく通っていると聞いた。一番話題に上るのは君の話だが。
What does he say about me?
よほど君が好きなんだな。
If so, I'm happy to hear that. Hearing that directly from my boyfriend's father made my face turn bright red in combined happiness and embarrassment.
私もどうぞ。
He smiled gently as the drinks we'd ordered arrived. Our conversation had come to a brief lull. Maybe I can ask him now. I've asked this before, but do you have any idea who my father might be?
気になるかね。まあ当然だな。
I haven't had any leads since then. It could be any small detail. Can you think of anything that might help me?
いや、あの後少し思い出そうとしたんだが、やはり何も思いつくことがなくってね。プライベートなことを話す機会も一切なかったのでね。
I wonder who the father is. I see. I was disappointed, but it was what I expected. I took a drink to compose myself.
寂しいかね。
Pardon?
いや、配慮に欠けた発言だった。
I like this guy. I think I like him a lot better than the last father. No, it's all right. I've talked about this with Harumi before. I always thought I was lacking something because I had no father, that I was missing something as a person. It used to trouble me a lot, but Harumi has filled that empty part in me, so I'm better now. I asked because I didn't think we'd have another opportunity to talk like this, but I'm surprised by how content I feel now.
そうか。
Oh, I'm sorry for talking about just me. We need to discuss Harumi's Christmas present.
ああ、そうだったな。あいつの好きなものといえばやはりアニメなんだろうが、詳しくないんだ。
Hi Ace, how you doing? Oh, I have missed stuff. We talked about like what she wanted in terms of life in general. Like I want to get married in the future. I have kids. I in terms of me and her. Asked her what she. Yeah, it's good to kind of get that out of the way, Morty. I want to say in the beginning of the relationship, just make sure you guys have like the same goals. I mean, be very casual about it, but maybe just kind of casually bring it up and kind of figure out like, are they looking for something long term? If you, like for example, if you want to get married and have kids, maybe you should ask her eventually. Not now though. I feel like now is still early for you, but eventually you want to make sure you guys are kind of aligned, right? I told one of my friends who has a son Happy Father's Day, and he said, thanks, now hurry up and... Whoa. Your friend needs to chill, Ben. To see if values or goals in life align. Yes. Me. Ace, say goodbye to sleep. Yeah, that values. Dating Sam. Yes, Ace. Dino's fighting sleep. Pixel, guess what? Dino's playing with the Pikachu. Yeah, he's playing with it. I was like, I actually forgot to ask you about it. I was like, is he more like warmed up to it? Let's go to home. How are you? I'm good. What did you get home from? Work? Did you go out today? Yes, and when we're getting tongue-tied. Yes, and when you're as knowledgeable about it as Harumi, it's really difficult. One comfort was that there was still plenty of anime merchandise available during Christmas. I scrolled on my phone looking through ideas when something caught my eye. Oh, it was a news article related to anime. A theme park is collaborating with Atsaga. Harumi would definitely love that. I was sure of it. Plus, it was something he'd be hesitant to go to alone. What about this, sir? I showed Mr. Makino my phone and briefly explained what it was. A popular theme park had been collaborating with Atsaga since the start of December. They were likely anticipating a large turnout having the event during Christmas. There was limited edition merch, food, drinks, and rides. They'd put a lot of effort into it. On top of that, there were special light shows held during the event in the evenings.
これは確かあとなんだったか。
Yes, sir. Atsaga is something Harumi loves. I'm sure he'd be happy to have a ticket to this.
確かに。あの後話を聞いてみたが、あとさが一番好きだと話していたしな。しかし、それほど好きならもうすでに行ってしまったのではないか？今月の頭からやっているのだろう？
No, if he'd gone, he definitely would have told me about it. Oh, being so confident about this in front of his father is embarrassing.
そうか。それもそうだな。
Yes, please excuse my tone.
そんな君のお墨付きならば、まず間違いないだろう。
Oh, but I wonder if the crowds will be too much for him. I wanted him to enjoy it, but I also didn't want to push him too hard. I told his father my concerns, but he assured me it would be fine.
君が一緒なら、あいつも心強いだろうしな。
I hope so. Oh, but you were planning on having a party at your house on Christmas, right?
他にいい案が思いつかなかったからな。家族揃っての外出もたまにはいいだろう。
Oh, they're gonna go to the amusement park as a family. That's cute. Then it's decided. A quick search showed that tickets were still available for Christmas Day. We decided we'd buy the tickets early and meet at the park entrance on Christmas, then concluded our strategic meeting. It would be a secret present for Harumi. Hehe, I bet he'll be surprised.
そうだな。
Seeing how happy he was at the prospect made me even more excited for Christmas to come. When I left the cafe, I could hear festive Christmas music from every store I passed. Each window was brightly decorated with lights and decals, making the street vibrant. Everything used to look so gray before Harumi came into my life. Aww. After that, I kept in contact with Mr. Makino since we didn't have many days left to iron out the details for the big day. Still, he was busy with his directorial duties, so I had most of the work and reported to him. Most of the work and reported to him. I managed to snag Harumi a pre-order ticket that came with a bonus. When I saw it, I was so glad I'd bought the ticket right away. After I made the purchase, the listing was marked as sold out, so I got the last one. Hey. When I informed Mr. Makino, he said he would get the regular tickets for me and the rest of the family. I was planning on getting my own ticket, so I initially declined, but he said it was his thanks for helping out, so I thanked him and took him up on his kind offer. Afterward, I dedicated myself to learning the park map, attractions, and collab menu as if I was cramming for an exam. Perfect. With this, Operation HO3 will be a success. I'm starting to sound like Harumi. I decided on a schedule I thought he'd most enjoy, and the forecast called for 100% clear skies. All that was left to do was wait. Hi, buddy. Yeah, he's playing with toys. Oh, sorry, he's playing with toys more. Gotcha. Work. He's a super close friend since childhood, so it was jokey, but he was also semi-serious with my kids' these friends. I have a friend like that too. You want to know who the friend is? Leo. Although, actually, I haven't talked to him for a while, so I should probably reach out to him. But, your friend sounds like Leo. Leo would be the same. He has said that in the past. Hurry up and make friends for my kid, or something like that. Ben, his kids can't grow up friendless, now you know. Naomi. Dino, gonna be Dino. Ace. Just asking. Oh, I don't think he knows. Yeah, so Dino is what we call Betty's son, because we don't want to say his real name. His full name is Dino Claus Anderson. Pretty cool. I thought that was a dinosaur. Yeah, Ace, I just want privacy for my kid without announcing his name and stuff. Even for photos, you never see his actual face. That's understandable. I kept bugging Leo to have a third kid. No, I've asked him before, and he said no, he's good with two. He does not want a third. Leo's daughter has lots of friends. She's in school now. They're good. But I think Well, he started having kids like a lot earlier than like our friend group. So yeah. I've only seen a baby pig. Oh well, Betty's kid is like a Betty clone. Yes, yes he is. Only one pig? Ooh. I guess Pato's about to see some more. Okay. And before long, it was Christmas Day. It was no wonder Harumi was speechless. After our usual cafe meetup, I brought him to the theme park without telling him where we were going. He must have been baffled since we'd come to the theme park instead of his house party.
ここは
His face.
大阪とコラボ中の
It sure is. Here's your present.
これはコラボしてるチケットホルダー付き入場券。これを俺に。しかしどうしてこんなことに。
The director, your father, decided on this.
父さんとそれって連絡を取り合ってたってこと？俺に内緒で。
If I did, it wouldn't be a surprise.
それはそうだけど、いつの間にそんなに
Somebody jealous? Somebody's jealous. It was super hard keeping this under wraps.
なんか複雑だな。
He feels conflicted. It'll be fine. Besides, it's only one part of the surprise. His parents arrived with perfect timing. I waved to them and they came over to join us.
父さんと母さん。
どうだ驚いたか
驚いたも何も。せめて予告が欲しかった。
そんなことをしたらサプライズにならないだろう
She said the same thing.
そうだけど。
久しぶりだわ、遊園地なんて。何年ぶりかしら。
Hadami buried his face in his hands while his mother stood next to him with shimmering eyes.
ずいぶん言ってなかったからな
Oh, it's like you're going on a double date with your boyfriend's parents.
デートで行って以来よね。私、今日がとっても楽しみだったの。
That's literally what the mom's saying.
ダブルデートかしらね。
Double date.
よさないか
父さん、顔が赤いけど。
Is he though? He doesn't look like he's blushing.
父親をからかうものじゃない
仕返ししただけ。
さあ、早く入りましょう。キラキラしてて綺麗よ。
After that, we all entered through the theme park's gate into an At Saga themed Christmas wonderland.
まず何に乗る？
I feel like because I don't know if his parents like haunted houses and roller coasters, Watch the Parade would be the safe bet. Also, I don't think Harumi likes scary stuff. Because he gets anxious easily. So if he gets anxious easily, I feel like he wouldn't like roller coasters either. So Watch the Parade, I think, is the best answer. Boom. Let's go watch the parade. They'll have At Saga characters. Hey! And I read they'll recreate the key scenes.
それは抑えておかないと。一番いい席で見れるのはどのあたりだろう。
Over there, there's a spot with a good view.
行こう。できればいい席で見たい。
I feel like that was the best answer. Because it was, yes, best answer. Wait up!
ごめん、急ぎすぎた。あなたにも見やすい場所を確保したくて。
Yeah, me too. Let's go.
あなたも早く行きましょう。
ああそれにしてもすごい人だな心配する必要はなかったらしい
I kind of wish the dad wore more casual clothing, but if he's like a suit guy, then I guess he's always going to be wearing a suit.
何のことです？
あの時に手を挙げていれば、参加賞のコラボグッズがもらえたのに。
Hadami groaned, fists clenched by his sides. Haha, true, but having to get up on stage and dance would have been embarrassing.
気持ちを切り替えて楽しまなくては。
Yeah, there's so much more to see and do.
あれが晴美の好きな後サガか。確かにすごい盛り上がりのパレードだったな。
Now we have many Bettys around. So who does Baby Dino take after? Well, mostly frictionless temperament. Mostly frictionless temperament. Will Pixel Kid be friends with Leo? I think so. I think so. It's like question mark. Does Leo's daughters need friends? Perhaps. 8-Ball never lies. Pixel one for you. You mentioned scary October Halloween time. Canada win a last contract. I don't think we would go. Just because I've thought about going before with like a group of friends, but at this point in time, if I was going to go to Wonderland, I feel like I would go on a regular day where I can go on all the rides. If I'm going to go to Wonderland, I think the ticket is discounted, but I never really cared for Halloween, so I know I can't do that when it's a heart attack or immediate defensive fighting. You'd punch them. I feel like you'd punch them.
綺麗でしたね。ダンスも飾り付けも。
今の若者にはこういうものが人気なのだな。うん。勉強になる。
I mean, I guess young people like flashy things.
ちょっとお腹空いてきたな。あなたは？
Me too. Wait, where are your parents?
ああ、疲れたらしくて、少しあっちのベンチで休んでるって。
Okay, then I guess it's just us.
どこかで食べるものでも。
Actually, there should be a shop that's part of the collaboration around here.
あ、
I'm going to buy something. You wait here. I ran off.
ちょっと。
The theme park was starting to get crowded. If we were just buying food, it would be faster to go alone. I bought 2 types of donuts from the stand I had in mind, but when I got back, Harumi was nowhere to be seen. Now where did he go? The stand looked pretty close on the map, but was actually on the far side of a construction zone, which delayed me. Well, I better find him. I called his phone and located him nearby.
買い物なら俺も行ったのに。
Yeah, I don't get why she had to go by herself. Why don't you just take him with you? What's one extra person in line? Doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I thought it wouldn't take so long. We better find your parents. We've kept them waiting a while.
そのことなんだけど、
Yeah?
この後は夜まで別行動にしようって父さんが。あなたが戻ってくるまで待つように言ったんだけど、母さんを連れてさっさとどこかに行ってしまった。
Aw, what?
自分たちも久しぶりの遊園地を満喫してくるから、二人で楽しんでこい。
Ah, the parents wanted to go on a date. Oh, they were being considerate?
どうだろう。楽しいのはあっちも一緒みたいだし。俺は
Oh, cut him off. Me too. Oh, I almost forgot about the donuts. I got 2 different types, so you'd see all the art. Here. I offered one to Harumi.
おう、
He looked surprised for a moment, but then... Nothing. It's just I was offering it to you to take, but you ate it right out of my hand.
確かに行儀が悪かったね。ごめん。
No, it's fine. Actually, it feels kind of romantic.
確かに父さんたちがいないから。あ、というよりこれは完璧にデートなのでは？
I guess it is. It made me a little nervous, and yet the happiness I felt overcame my nerves. This feels like something couples would do.
それはポインじゃなくて正真正銘恋人同士だから。
You're right. Not that I forgot, but
彼、時々現実感がなくて夢なんじゃないかって思うことがあるから。
should I pinch you to wake you up?
もう少し後でなら覚悟を決める。
I'm kidding. The reality of it just makes me happy.
俺も。それにしてもさっきまで気にしていなかったから気がつかなかったんだと思うけど、カップルがすごく く多い。
Well, it is Christmas after all. Harumi looked a little overwhelmed. I glanced at all the people walking past us. Many were walking side by side. They all looked like they were having fun, standing shoulder to shoulder. It was a beautiful sight. They're standing so close together. I suppose getting close is part of being on a date. Maybe we should... Why don't we hold hands, since we're on a date and everything?
ああ、うん。
The only time we'd held hands was when we were walking back from Anna fight. Last time we couldn't find each other's hand.
確かにあった、そんなこと。どうしたらいいかわからなくて、手がさまよい続けてて。でも、結局なんとかつなげて。その時あなたの手の小ささに驚いて、それから少し嬉しかった。
Cause reaction. The forbidden hand holding. Don't you know, Ace? That's how babies are made. Oh, can I tell you my frustration with one of the shoujo animes I've been watching? So I watched it because, you know, I was excited for it. And then I got like part way and I was like, not like super feeling it, but I'm going to see where it goes. And then I got to episode like 8 and I was like, I only got a few more to go. I might as well finish it. Even though in reality, I would have dropped it if it was a little earlier. So I just finished episode 11, okay? I just finished episode 11. There's 12 episodes, so there's one episode left next week. And they just kissed. And I'm just like, motherfucker, it took 11 episodes to kiss. I was like, oh, I should have dropped this a long time ago. But you know, like when you get so far enough and you're just like, I'm almost done. And yeah. But realistically, I should have dropped it like at episode 4. Then I wouldn't have like, but no. Me, I was like, I'm on episode 8. Okay, I finished 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 more episodes left. I was like, let me finish this and then I just won't watch season 2, right? Episode 11. They kissed in episode freaking 11. What anime is this? It's called... Oh god, what's it called? Give me a second. I have to find out what it's called. So it was the most anticipated shoujo of this season, but I think it's the most disappointing. It's called A Condition Called Love. And right now it is 6.67. So when I started this anime, it was when I started this anime, it was like 7.10. And as the anime progressed, it has dropped so much. It's like 6.67 now. But when I started, it was 7.1, which is still kind of low. But if it's over 7, it's like, you know, it's over 7. But once it drops under 7, it's like, ooh, must be very bad. It's just a very slow burn, and there are much better ones out there. So if you haven't started, don't start it. Just go watch Windbreaker instead, which is not a shoujo. It's actually an action one, but you're better off watching that. Sunken costs. Yeah, there's some are late bloom. This is not even a late bloomer, Ace. It's just a should have dropped this ages ago. I feel like the anime that taught me this lesson the most was Glass Lip. Ooh, what's Glass Lip about? I kept giving it the benefit of the doubt, seeing where it will go. Oh my god, you kept watching Condition. I did, Ben. I was like episode 4. Like I said, episode 4. I got to 5, and I was like, there's potential. There's like, it's kind of but I could see some potential. They could take this places. I got to 8, and I was like, I want to drop, but so close. Like, I felt like they could have done a lot more with it, but it just kind of dragged on at some point. And like it's just the progression was like all over the place. But yes, I did keep watching it. I dropped it after the first episode. You dropped it after the first episode. Yeah. When it's below 7. I didn't check until episode 8 when I was thinking of dropping it, and then it was like 6 point something, and I was like, oh shit. It was like 6.8 actually, and I was like, oh man, it went under 7. I was like, god damn it. Then dropping everything. Yeah, I'd. It's an action about dudes and windbreakers. Not a joke. They actually. I mean, they're wearing their uniforms. Their uniforms could be windbreakers. I've been watching Science Fell in Love, so I tried to prove it, and they haven't kissed yet, but the anime's so good. Oh, it's the one with the guy in the lab, right? I dropped that one actually. Yeah, that's the one I dropped. It's about the two scientists. One's a girl, one's a guy, and then but they're yeah. I watched it. I couldn't. How's that one? Maybe it's the same. See, that one I decided to drop, but I didn't drop A Condition Called Love. Ugh, I should have. I love it. Nice. Oh, wait, Pixel, what did you think of the new episode of Windbreaker? Oh, they introduced Headphone Guy. So, Pato, Headphone Guy is the second most popular guy in Windbreaker after Suo. And I think Jean was telling me that the headphone guy, he was number one for one of the polls, but then it switched back to Suo. So I think it was Suo, headphone guy, then Suo again. Or maybe there was a fourth one. I don't remember. Or like he was close to winning, but he didn't win or something like that. But yeah. I love it. I'm surprised you dropped it. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. I do remember dropping it because I thought it had potential, but it was too... I remember the two characters arguing a lot. I can take it if it's one character that's like that, but if both characters are like that, I tend to get turned off. Headphone guy must be cool as hell. Apparently. He hasn't said a word yet. So they introduced him at the end of the episode, and he's just like sitting there for like 5 seconds. And I was like, oh, I didn't hear him. But they did cast him though. It's another famous voice actor. Yep, I like the way he fights. I haven't seen him yet. I saw Suo fight again. That was cool. Oh, and then there was Pretty Boy, the rich pretty boy with the pink hair. He looks kind of cool too. I like him too. Especially how he protected that girl because that guy was harassing her. And he was like pretending to go on a date with her to like make sure he didn't come back, but he did come back. Well, yeah, Windbreaker's fun. Still good. Sometimes I don't know what to do except blush at what he says. Wait, that's not the point right now. I need to focus. We'll do better this time, I'm sure of it. As I said that, I moved in closer and reached out with my hand to hold his. I can't find it. What do you mean you can't find his hand? I groped through the air fruitlessly. Okay, how difficult is it to go like this and just grab someone's hand instead of going like this? So these two kids. I wonder how everyone else does this so naturally. Because you look at it, then you grab their hand. Oh my god. If your hands are already like this, all you have to do is just reach over. That sounds reasonable. I looked around until I found a suitable target. Oh, look at them. A couple was hugging each other to the side of the path. Their arms tightly enveloped one another. They didn't seem to notice the cold. It was too much romance for beginners like us. These two nerds, oh my god. Harumi gestured to a couple that were showing the Christmas spirit by exchanging gifts. It looks like a ring? Huh? His voice is cracking. We continued to observe other couples while we went on the rides, but all it did was highlight how inexperienced we were. Well, being romantic must be hard at first for everyone. I like Harumi a lot, but I don't know, there are moments where I just want him to to just take charge and go and do it. Like just do it. Stop thinking about it. Just stop overthinking it. Thank you for the lurk, Emily. I wouldn't call it fighting. It's more like sharing statements with feelings attached that they refuse to accept until hardcore science. They argue. I mean, sorry. Fighting is not the right word. I should say argue. They argue a lot. So you gotta watch episode 12, Pixel. I have to at this point. I'm gonna watch episode 12 and then just say I finished it. But I already rated it a 6. I gave it a 6. And I'm not changing it. Yes, let's do our best.
人が多いからか歩きにくくなってきた。もう少し人の少ないところに行こうか。
I agree. It's been fun though. We'd ridden all the rides we'd wanted and bought all the limited edition merchandise. My research and planning had paid off.
実は一つやり残したことがある。
What's that? If you want to write something, we still have time.
いや、あなたに先にプレゼントをもらってしまってタイミングが遅くなってしまった。ごめん。これをあなたに似合うと思って。
Did you get me jewelry? Did you get me a necklace? Harumi handed me a present small enough to fit in his palm. It was wrapped in red and green paper and sprinkled with golden stars. A small tag was attached with a thin golden ribbon. Thank you so much. May I open it?
もちろん。
Oh, this is so cute. It's like a scrunchie with the... Oh, okay, this is nice. It's so cute. Is it a scrunchie?
気に入ってもらえるといいけど、どうだろう。
Thank you. I love it. I was looking for something cute.
それならよかった。本当はアクセサリーとかそういうものの方がいいかと思って悩んだけど。
Harumi still looked uncertain, but I loved the color and design. Knowing him, he'd spent a while agonizing over it. Let me try it on.
すごく似合う。
Hehe, thank you.
それからあなたからもう一つ
Oh, do tell.
ものがあるんだけど。
What do you want from me? From me?
指輪のサイズよかったらその。いや将来的にどうこうという意味では全くなく。だけどあなたの身につけるもののサイズをよかったら知っておきたくて。もし嫌じゃなければだけどお願いします。
Hehe, I'd like that. I'll measure it later.
今種子をつけてもらって自分が選んだものを身につけてもらえるのってすごく嬉しいって分かったから。
Maybe we should buy something matching later?
近々必ず約束しよう。
In a quiet corner of the crowded theme park, we linked our pinkies together. You linked pinkies! I've done that with Perilous. It's nice. Time flew by and soon we took seats with his parents at a restaurant inside the park. They seemed to have enjoyed themselves too. They noticed me wearing the scrunchie, which made Harumi flustered. I felt a warmth deep inside me, like I was almost a part of the family. I'd never had such a wonderful Christmas. After Christmas, the only major event left was New Year's Eve. Or at least, that's what I thought. Oh? Uh-oh. An incident occurred a few days before New Year's Eve. I've been caught in an accident. I got that call from Harumi and rushed to the manga club room. When I arrived, I found everyone was somber, even the girls who'd become regular faces. In the middle of them all was Harumi.
来てくれてありがとう。俺一人じゃどうしようもない問題が発生してしまって。
Eh? What was going on? It definitely seemed serious. I visited the club in the past, but the mood was suffocating this time. I came as soon as I could, since you made it sound urgent. What happened?
実はくずりゅうくんがインフルエンザで倒れて。
What? Okay, is that the problem? The flu was certainly serious, but he lived with his parents, so it shouldn't have been an emergency. Harumi must have read the confusion on my face because he went on to explain the situation.
いや、実はくずりゅうくん、お手製の衣装でコスプレして、冬と夏のコミマに毎年参加していたみたいで。
What's Kamima?
夏と冬に開催される我々の一大イベントです。中にはこれのために生きていると言っても過言ではないものもおります。
くずりゅうくんもその一人だったんだ。コミマでその力作を披露するのを楽しみにしていたんだけど、インフルエンザじゃさすがに今年は無理なわけで。
That's disappointing, but it can't be helped. I hope he feels better soon and he can show it off next year. I felt bad for him, but what could we do?
いやいや、上田氏、これはその一言で片付けられる問題ではないのです。
The club president spoke in a solemn tone. He looked more aged than a college student.
彼は普段瓶底メガネで鳴りを潜めてますが、年に2回コスプレの衣装を作り上げ、それを身にまとうのを生きがいにしております。メガネやバンダナなどの無用なもの一切をパージし、丹精込めた衣装を身にまとうことで
So he doesn't look like a nerd.
発散していたのです。単に趣味と切り捨てるには、彼の人生の中であまりにウェイトが大きい。
I guess it's like the one time of the year he can be somebody else.
しかし、病魔に侵された肉体ではそれが叶わず、このままでは手塩にかけて作った衣装も無駄になってしまいます。それはあま
Pixel.
りに不憫です。
Oh, sorry, it's Emily. She's on one of her many dates. This one is a hiking date to a secluded waterfall that leads to the clearing that can see all the stars. Oh, that sounds very romantic, man. Pixel have that survivor guilt going. She already made it this far. Now she has to finish it. Yes, I do. It's only another 18 minutes of my life. Let's go. And then I don't have to think about it anymore. This room, but the dog plush is high. Oh, where's the dog plush? Oh, hopefully I can see it. But yeah, all the posters are, well, this is the manga club of the university, but all those posters are other games made by this company, which I thought was really funny. That sounds very dramatic. Aren't there other events similar to this?
さっきも言った通り、夏と冬のコミマが一番規模が大きく、注目度も高いのです。言うなれば、スポーツのワールドカップのようなもの。
Then he could wear his cosplay in the summer.
のん、上田氏。コスプレ界にも旬というものがあるのです。
The cosplay world has its seasons? I thought people just wear whatever they wanted. Huh? Is there like etiquette for all this stuff? Seasons?
ほら、服とかコスメにもあるでしょ。この色は今が旬とか、最旬コーデはこれみたいなやつ。時期を外すとダサくなっちゃうんだって。
When they put it that way, I understood.
その通り。くず粒子はこの冬のコミマに照準を合わせて作っていたのです。我々はせめて彼の無念を晴らしてやりたい。
I need to ask somebody who cosplays. Is this something?
我々の務めでありましょう。そうは思いませぬか、上田氏。
The club president was tearing up. I looked around and saw tears streaming down the others' faces too. Even Harumi looked red around the eyes. Sure.
くず粒子の衣装は素人が作っているとは思えぬこだわりの一品で、彼自身ももちろんですが、衣装の作り手としての人気もあるのです。せめて衣装を誰かに着てもらい、披露することができたなら、彼の無念も晴らされることでしょう。このまま日の目を見ずに終わるなど、そんな悲しい結末があっていいわけがないのです。そうは思いませぬか？
Wait, so why am I being called to this meeting? They're so serious and they keep talking like Kuzuryu is dead. Right, of course.
でね、もう時間もないし、サイズとか変えられないから、クズリュウと同じ背格好の人に着てもらうしかないわ。
It's because I'm the same size as him, I think.
で、 それがはるみくんでね。
Oh, never mind, it's Harumi. It's true that they were pretty similar in height and build. Well, good luck, Harumi. I could ask Kazuma to do your hair and makeup if you like.
それもいいんだけど、一つ問題があってさ。
Then what is it?
往生際の悪いやつがね。
Everyone looked at Harumi, who was sweating.
いやいや、俺コスプレなんかしたことないし、見ず知らずの人に取り囲まれて写真撮られるとか無理。死ぬ。
Ah, so this is why he sounded so panicked on the phone. I can understand why he'd be hesitant.
観念しなよ。クズ竜の仇を撃つんでしょ。そうだよ。はるみくんならできるって。
無理だって。
前のはるみくんは無理だったかもしれないけど、一皮むけたんでしょ。なら平気だって。
Oh yeah, my anime list. It's in the dog goes right there. I need to add. Oh yeah, add me. I'll accept your friend list. Ah, the dog is. Oh, the dog is from one of the games. Oh no, the dog is from Collar and Malice. It was the police mascot in that game. I remember from yeah.
そんな無茶苦茶な。
じゃあクズ竜の無念は晴らしてやらなくていいの？
私からも頼みますぞ、牧野氏。我らの同胞ではありませんか。
Hey, come on now. If he really doesn't want to do it, you shouldn't force him to.
でもクズリュウ君の頑張りを無にするのは心が痛む。できることなら力になってあげたい。
Then why not wear the cosplay? I'll help with the makeup or something.
一人じゃ絶対無理だ。
Oh, he's he's gonna say, if you cosplay with me, maybe I can do it. Wait.
あなたがいたら、なんとかこの試練乗り越えられそうな気がする。
Huh? I hoped I'd misheard, but it was too late. I'm getting roped into this. All eyes had turned to me. The girls were closing in.
はるみくんのコスプレ姿見たいし、彼女さんの衣装はネットで買えるから。衣装代は部で持ってくれるらしいよ。メイクもうちらで協力するし。二人とも絶対似合うしね。だからお願い。
お願いします、この通り。
Please don't beg. Seeing him bow his head so low made me wince. I looked to Harumi for help, but
俺からも頼みます。
I'll do it. If anyone else could have said no to such pressure, I'd like to meet them. After pushing me into agreeing, all the club members came to shake my hand in gratitude.
うちら超頑張ってメイクとかしてあげるし。
Oh, okay. This is turning out to be a big deal. I let out a small sigh. I stole a glance at Harumi and saw the club president aggressively shaking his hand. He looks like he's fainted on his feet. Maybe the stress was too much for him. He was standing stock still, as if his soul had left. So, when is Kamima?
2日開催だけど、今回はイレギュラーだから、出るのは2日目だけでも構わないんで。4日後かな。
4 days? Four? Now I'm definitely worried. I had no choice but to prepare for anything. Oh boy. The cosplay Kuzuru was made of Kai, the main character from Atsaga. Oh, if he's gonna be Kai, then I'm gonna be Gerda, which is I think the love interest. Ah, okay. Doggo head pat. Oh, I saw my aunt/cousin's dog yesterday. I forgot what he is a mix of. He's a poodle something mix. I don't remember. Thankfully, it was at least a series I was familiar with. Since Harumi was going as Kai, I had to be in theme when standing next to him, so I'd go as the heroine Gerda. Together, they were the pilots of the large robot Atomic Dragoon. However, this meant the costume design would be rather revealing. Ooh, she's gonna be wearing a revealing. Oh wait, but won't everybody like look at me and want to take pictures with me? And then he'll be like, "No, don't look at her." Even with a fitting session, I was worried. I feel like he would also be. This is gonna be interesting. However, the day of Kamima came in no time at all. I forced myself out of bed early that morning to head to the convention with Harumi. It was full of people already decked out in their elaborate and well-made costumes. The makeup, wigs, and detailed outfits were of such a high quality they looked like the real characters. I'm going to be part of this soon. I wasn't going to run, but I couldn't help feeling increasingly nervous. Are you okay, Harumi? He is definitely not okay. Don't worry, Kai can do anything as long as Gerda's by his side. Once we put on our cosplay, we'd become Kai and Gerda. We'd be committed to the characters and to each other.
大丈夫ですぞ、マキナ氏。我々がついておりますからな。
じゃあ彼女さんの方はこっちね。行くよ。
See you later, Harumi. We were both dragged to our respective changing rooms. I want to see what my character looks
よ
like.
っしゃ完璧。私らいい仕事するね。
They helped me get into my costume and left the room. There were more people in the hall than before, and it had become crowded. Harumi should have finished changing first, so I headed for our meeting place as quickly as I could, but...
わあすげえ、みんな気合入ってんな。
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're already getting hit on and we haven't even gotten into the convention yet. Huh? That voice. My brain temporarily refused to process the familiar voice I just heard. Fearfully, I turned and spotted Kazuma. Oh, okay. Whew. Luckily, he hadn't noticed me yet. Wait, it's not just Kazuma. Oh no, the whole gang's here. Nishijima and Sana were with him too. Why? None of them are into this stuff. My heart was hammering in my chest and I hid from their view behind a pillar. I tried to tell myself they wouldn't recognize me in cosplay, but I couldn't be sure of that. I continued to spy on them and their conversation. Oh, they got wind of it and they're trying to find us.
いや、前に一緒に仕事した子に来てほしいって誘われてたんだけどさ。ほら、
Oh, or not then.
一人では来にくいじゃん。ダブル主演になったことだし、西島さんとも親睦を深めようと思って誘ったわけ。
親睦なんて深まらなくたって別に。
釣れないなあ。カズモちゃんは楽しそうじゃん。毎年ニュースでは見たことあったから一度生で見てみたいと思ってたんだ。誘ってくれてありがとうございます、ユキトさん。
Wait, so if he invited those two, why didn't he invite Harumi and... Hello.
カズマちゃんなら西島さんみたいに渋らず来てくれると思ったよ。何にしたって年が明けたらしばらく遊びになんて出られないんだし、今日だけね。
The three wandered off while commentating on all the sights and scenes. This is bad. This is bad. I knew they didn't have work today, but why did they have to come here of all places? This was embarrassing enough without having to worry about people I knew seeing me. Who knew what they would say if they did? Please let there be no more close calls. I prayed intensely while searching for Harumi in the sea of people. I need to tell Harumi. I have to warn him. I noticed a crowd forming around our meeting spot. This isn't a major meeting spot, so why? My question was swiftly answered.
あれってカイだよね。かっこよくない？本当だ。すごいレベル高い。
あ、カイかっこいいですね。すいません、写真をお願いします。
私も目線こっちで。ポーズお願いします。
こっちにも顔見せてください、カイさん。
Oh, poor guy. Ah, Harumi was surrounded by attendees holding their cameras. The wall of people was thick and there was no easy way through them all. Excuse me, please let me through. Several people took notice of my cosplay.
ゲルダ。
あと様のコンビだよ。ゲルダもすっかり可愛い。
I'm sorry, I need to get through. I pushed through the crowd to the center. Oh, damn, he looks good. Harumi was standing like a mannequin from what I assumed were his nerves reaching their max. The cosplay looked great on him, but his face was tense as his eyes nervously darted around. Wow, he got the makeup and the hair and the contacts. The sweat beading his brow wasn't only because of the heat. Harumi!
の声は
It kind of looks like, I think this is the game's version of Neon, what's it called? Evangelion? He slowly turned to look at me.
ゲルダ。すごい可愛い。
Thanks. You, look really good too. My compliment seemed to relax him a little, and some of the tension drained out of him.
クズリュウ君の力作を着るからには半端なことはできないと思ってなるべく似せたつもりだけど、あなたを待っていたら囲まれてしまって。
It was no wonder. Between the cosplay and his looks, he stood out even in the crowd.
でも来てくれてよかった。正直心細かった。
Me too. And while I hate to add to your stress, I saw some familiar face.
あれ、マキロ君が好きなアニメの主人公だ。
Oh shit. Kazuma already?
なぜ彼がここに？
It's not just Kazuma. Everyone's here. I could feel Kazuma and the others getting closer as I whispered to Harumi.
へえ、結構本格的なんだな。
Oh
も
no.
っと近くで見てみない？
ちょっと引っ張らないで。
Oh no, this is bad. I had to do something. I desperately tried to think of a solution. How can we make sure they won't notice us? If I had the pebble belt Harumi talked about a while ago, I would have used it then and there. I wanted to hide or to run away, but if we ran, it'd only draw their attention. Then how about we make ourselves stand out? I stood back to back with Harumi and struck a pose. It was the same one kind Gerda did on the poster from the Atsaga event we attended. They weren't back to back because they were enemies. It was because they trusted each other. Posing with my arms raised in front of my face not only gave me an air of mystique, but it also hid my identity. Senna was getting closer. I wished I could look away and ignore him.
なんか君の顔、見覚えがあるな。
Ah, pretend. Yes, we shall save. Okay. Hold on. I pause here. He doesn't seem like your type too? It's okay. So I like him. Generally speaking, he usually isn't my type. But sometimes when I'm playing dating sims, there's like a random outlier, and Harumi is that outlier for me. So my usual types are there isn't one person that like really embodies my type, to be honest, in this game. But so far, the two that I like the most are best friend, because he has an aloof to him, but he's also very like, I don't know. There's no like one person that I like, but the closest would be, generally speaking, Nishijima and best friend. But I played Nishijima and he's great, but he wasn't like amazing. But I like this route more than Nishijima. Yeah, he's just an outlier for me in this game. He's not aggressive like you usually like. Yes, he's not aggressive, but he is. He's like adorable, which is like the weird outlier for this game. But yeah, my usual type is like Dimitri from Fire Emblem. Like if I were to kind of like think of somebody that's like the embodiment of like my fictional type, it would be Dimitri. Because like think about it, Dimitri, Shishomaru, they kind of all have that same vibe, you know, like very like aggressive, but very sure of themselves generally, and like very leadery types. But yeah. Variable Barricade didn't have somebody that was really my type either. Caller and Malice did. Caller and Malice had two, actually. Dimitri's the No. Edelgard is the murderer. Edelgard. But yeah, he's very wholesome and very like, I don't know. He's very loving. Convince them you're complete strangers. You haven't. You definitely haven't. I wore a blonde wig, colored contacts, and different makeup than usual. I hardly recognized myself when I looked in the mirror in the changing room. If I changed my voice coupled with a cosplay, I could maybe hide my identity. Yes, I must become Gerda completely. Gerda was a strong woman and a capable warrior. She was blunt with a sharp tongue. Since she was my total opposite, I could possibly trick them. It's a gamble, but let's try it. How would Gerda reply? We haven't. Are you asking to get hurt? Well, I mean, she's assertive, right? Are you asking to get hurt? Back off. I flashed him a sharp look. My heart stopped as our eyes met, but he didn't come any closer. He tilted his head and stepped back. Phew. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Kazuma. I hoped Kazuma would drag Sana away, but instead he stopped to look too. Is he going to come in for a closer look? He took his time to look me over, leaving me unable to move. I'm in character, right? How long have you been cosplaying? Cosplay? What's that? It's my first time. Cosplay? What's that? I'm not cosplaying. This is me. What's that? We came to this planet to save it. Gerda wasn't born on Earth. Therefore, as her, I'd never have heard the word before. This is who I am. No more, no less. He fell for my bluff. I was surprised how easily my in-character lines were coming to me. I was glad I'd reviewed Gerda's backstory for today. He held up his phone. What should I do? Should I say no? Judging from the crowd around Harumi, taking photos seems to be the norm. Will you allow him to take a photo? Please don't. Do what you want. Nonchalantly. I did my best to answer in a cool tone and strike a confident pose. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jump Scare Monday is back. Pixel 26 cheer. Pixel 26 hug.
Hi, Fawad. Thank you for the $6.66. You scared the poop out of me. I almost said I'm trying not to swear as much, so when I catch myself I say the other one. Thank you. God, that startled me. Bear Burger is all red flag guys, aren't they? Yeah, I mean there was There was one pink hair guy. So pink hair guy was actually pretty assertive. And he was the one that teased me a lot. So he was actually probably the only person that was close. So he stood out to me right away. But everybody else was like, no. For variable barricade. Yeah. Pink hair guy. Pink hair guy was the least red flag, actually. Also. It's okay. You're an Empire girl now. Only because I'm being forced to, Ben. Nearly swore that I could have made the joke where's your sword jar? Another successful jump scare. Yes. Your timing is very great, Fawad, by the way. But how's your weekend? Okay. He took a step back so he could take a full body shot of me. I could feel Harumi tense up behind me. I can't do anything about that right now.
上久保君、その写真どうするの？
もちろん牧野君に送るんですよ。
What? I struggled to hide my surprise. I could also feel Harumi's panic and discomfort reaching critical levels.
撮りますよ。なかなかいいの撮れた。牧野君もこういうの好きそうなのに今日来てないのかな。人混み苦手じゃなかった？ああ、そうだったかも。はい、そうしんと。
The moment Kazuma sent the pic, I could hear Harumi's ringtone go off nearby. Everyone immediately looked toward Harumi. Oh shit.
今着信来たっぽいですけど、確認しないんですか？ずっと銃を構えてるのって疲れない？
Harumi refused to say anything. I completely understand. Saying anything would drastically increase the odds of being recognized, but staying silent is also suspicious. How can you help Harumi? Kai's a private person. Please don't talk to him. Kai's a private person? He doesn't like small talk. I glanced behind me and saw Harumi nod to confirm.
クールね。そういや牧野君もそんなこと言ってたな。
I somehow managed it. I was in a cold sweat, but I thought I'd succeeded in averting their suspicions towards Harumi.
君、よく見ると顔のパーツが牧野君に似てる。
Oh shit. Oh, come on. I panicked and looked at Kazuka? It's not Kazuka. Isn't it Kazumi? And Sena. Did they hear that? Luckily, they were distracted by something else and didn't notice the comment.
本当に牧野君じゃないのかな。
あ、俺はその人とは。
Oh no, he's about to crack and say something. I needed to distract all three of them, but what could I do? It felt like all I was doing that day was mitigating potential disasters. I looked around trying to find something that would get me out of the situation. The crowd around Harumi had dissipated, but there were still plenty of people around. That's it, if we can gather attention.
何か言った？
No, nothing. Something to catch everyone's eye, something exciting. Aha! My memory flashed back to the theme park on Christmas during the Atsaga parade. On the center stage were dancers dressed as Kai and Gerda. They recreated key scenes from the anime. The audience had gotten super excited over a certain scene from the performance. We could copy that. But how do I pick a scene that Harumi will pick up on with zero warning? I combed through my memories, back to the DVD I'd borrowed, back to the scene where they gazed at each other in the botanical garden, back to that memorable scene between Kai and Gerda, that moment. Where was the key scene starring episode 1, episode... It wouldn't have been 1. 19. 1 is the beginning. Episode 19. I couldn't help but yell out. Harumi reacted instantly, aiming his prop gun at me. Good, he understood me. The face looking down at me was Kai's. I almost faltered from his intensity.
もうお前とは一緒にいられない。さよならだ。ゲルダ。
He delivered the line with such conviction. I replied in kind with Gerda's line. I know that's not what you want. That's why this time I'll save you. The crowd let out a cheer. I didn't realize how many people had gathered around us.
写真撮らせて の神シーンですよね。私21話も好きなんですけど、やってもらえませんか？
Nishijima and the others looked a little overwhelmed as the crowd intensified.
行きましょう。ここいたら邪魔だから。あ、ちょっと待って、カズマちゃん。
Kazuma. It is Kazuma. I watched as the three of them were swept away by the crowd and sighed in relief.
さすがだよ。なんとかなったのはあなたのおかげだ。
I'm glad it worked out. My nerves were shot.
それにその格好でゲルダのセリフを言ってもらえるなんて。この感激をどう表現していいのかわからないくらいだ。
He was acting like he wasn't petrified with fear just a minutes ago, but it felt nice to know he was enjoying himself so much he'd forgotten the crowd. I didn't think saying it back at the botanical garden would be so useful. 100%. Busy, busy, busy? Ooh. I know last time you said you went, I don't know if convention's the right word, but, and you came back from that. Is it, sorry, another event that you went to? Or just because work's been busy? Because I think last time you also mentioned work was really busy. Although we were stiff at first, we humans are remarkably adaptable creatures. As time passed, even we ended up feeling comfortable. We chatted with attendees and posed for their cameras. We also took a picture of ourselves to send to Kuzuryu, who was still sick from the flu. The day passed swiftly, and before I knew it, the announcement that Kamima was closing played over the loudspeakers. Everyone around us began applauding, so we followed suit. Let's meet back here after we change. Kai and Gerda waved goodbye, and we headed for the changing rooms. Phew, it's over. After changing, I returned to our meeting spot. I bought some green tea from a vending machine to warm myself up. It felt like a weight had come off my shoulders.
お疲れ様。
Gerda had turned back into me and Kai into Harumi. We were back to our normal selves. We'd been different people for only a day, but I felt like I hadn't seen him in forever. We sat next to each other outside the emptying convention hall.
それにしても、あの3人が来てるなんて、寿命縮んだ。この人数で遭遇する確率ってかなり低いはずなのに。
I know, I panicked, but maybe this will be a valuable experience I can write about in the future. I'll keep studying and one day be a scenario writer for an anime.
そうか。俺も今回の経験を活かせるかどうかはわからないけど、もっともっと勉強して父さんと競えるくらいの作品を、アニメを。
Oh, shoot. I'm sure you will.
その時はあなたを脚本家として指名するつもりだ。
Okay, promise? I'll be looking forward to that day. We smiled at each other under the winter sky. Amid the soft sunset colors, we shook hands to seal the promise. Our breath rose into the air in white puffs. The more time I spent with Harumi, the more I experienced emotions I'd never known with a frequency I'd never imagined. From burning love to heart-gripping sadness, even sorrow that ripped me to pieces, at times I couldn't control the dizzying swirl of emotions bubbling up from inside me. There were still a lot of things that worried me, but I could say with confidence these were all valuable experiences. I wonder if I've been able to change since I met Harumi. I kept thinking about it. Even though Kamima should have been exhausting, I felt energized. I looked over my rough draft and revised it. I read it through again. This is much better. The ending was different than before, but the characters all felt more natural. There was still some rough parts, but that was all part of the process. After all, I was barely even a fledgling screenwriter. First, I'd show the draft to Professor Asagi. I hope I've improved a little. I attached it to an email and sent it to him. He immediately replied, "I'll look it over." While I waited for his feedback, the year came to an end and we celebrated the new one. There was no change that inherently came with New Year, yet, all the same, we felt renewed. Hmm? Ooh. Gotta go again. Early morning work. Oh, bye, Fawad. Sorry, I hope you're still there. Good night. Also, with your partner, what would you guys be? I don't know, to be honest, Kevin, because it would have to be an anime that we've both watched and enjoy. I don't know. I mean, me and Peerless are watching a few together, and there's some couples in those ones, but I don't know. I can't really think of a good one for the two of us to do. Because all the ones we're watching now don't really have like an adult cast. Like we got Demon Slayer, we got My Hero. We're also watching Mushoku Tensei, but the main characters for all of those, the guys are all like, they're like in their teenage years, or I think Mushoku Tensei, he's like 20 years old, but they're not like adult looking 20 years old. They're like teenage looking 20 years old, and Peerless does not look like a teenager. So I don't know. I'd have to think about it. There's probably some other ones that we watched together that I can't think of off the top of my head. On our way back from Kamima, we promised each other we'd visit the shrine for New Year's. I headed out to meet Harumi. The shrine was much busier than I expected. He spotted me and waved. There you are. We exchanged our New Year's greetings and walked with the flow of human traffic. It's awfully crowded. Are you okay? Haha. Okay, then let's line up. We joined the line slowly, moving up to the shrine and talked about our resolutions. I'm glad to hear that. It seems he understands you better now. I'm sure everyone faces that kind of scorn. Our dreams were the kind that were often dismissed as childish or fleeting. We'll have to work hard to get past the people who stand in our way and prove ourselves. Did he tell you it would be hard? What did he say to that? That sounds like him. I could tell his father wasn't being dismissive. Instead, he trusted Harumi. Yeah, I think you'll be able to too. Really? If my words helped push Harumi onward, then I guess they really were like a charm. I wasn't pulling him along anymore. Harumi was walking toward his goal through his own determination. I asked around while helping on set, but I couldn't find any clues. The director didn't know anything either. Despite all my investigating, I hadn't found any meaningful leads. I'm not discouraged. I'll keep looking, so I'm sure I'll find out one day. Besides, I have you now. I've also been talking with your mother on Ring lately. What?
手はあなただったんだね。
Yep, I might not be the only one, but we chat occasionally. We swapped contacts at the theme park.
どんな話をしているんだ？
You.
過去の暴露話とか？
No, silly. Your mother said she was worried about you for a long time. She used to stay out of the way with you and your father because she was afraid of making the situation worse. But then she worried her inaction made you feel even more alone.
母さんがそんなことを？
She's proud that you've become a kind and studious man.
本人に言えばいいのに。
Why are these parents not telling their own kids how they feel about them? Jeez. You're blushing.
違うって。
He may have denied it, but he was smiling. Like with his father before, the lingering misunderstandings were slowly unraveling. We're up next.
こういうのってどうすれば？
I explained the way to pay respects. First, we threw the offering we'd prepared. The coins arced beautifully into the box. Hi, Burston. How are you? Free run and him. Oh, that's a good one. Burston, that's a good one. I forgot about that one. I will gladly cosplay as Free Ren. And if Perilous will be my Himmel. Oh, that's a good one. I think that's my favorite out of all the ones we've watched together. Because they are goals, okay? Especially Himmel. Actually, in that pairing, no, not bald Himmel. No, we gotta have young Himmel. But yeah, like in that pairing, I like Himmel a lot more than Free Ren. Like I love Free Ren, like her as a character too, but Himmel, I just got mad respect for him, like so much respect. Meow. Hi, Alan. How are you? But how's your weekend, Burston? Did you do anything for Father's Day? Next, you bow twice. Yep, and then... Why is there no music? I clasped my hands and closed my eyes. The noise of the crowd melted away. You seem to be praying pretty seriously back there. What did you wish for?
内緒。言ったら叶わなくなるから言わない。
Boo.
じゃああなたは？俺と同じくらい熱心に手を合わせていたけど。
I'm not gonna tell you.
脚本家になりたいってこと？
Nope, wrong. I'll make my dreams come true on my own. I smiled and so did Harumi. We gazed warmly at each other for a moment. Sorry. Even amid the bustling crowd celebrating the new year, Harumi stood out in my eyes. The sun slowly warmed the chilly air and the cold began to recede. He took my hand and wound our fingers together. Oh, now you hold my hand! Even though we were both freezing, his touch warmed me within. Hee hee. My character's reaction to having her hand held. Hee hee. So funny.
何か変なことした？
No, it's nothing. We began to walk side by side, our paces matching. I hoped I'd be able to continue laughing with Harumi like that forever. That was my wish. Oh, that's sweet. Hee hee. Okay, we finished chapter 7. So the song is gonna end. Sorry, the song is gonna play, and then we're going to get to the ending, which is like the fluffy stuff. But we're almost done. We got a few minutes left. I don't remember Echo. Yeah, happy Father's Day, Perilous. Well, that wouldn't apply to Perilous right now, though, Alan. Pix. Hi, Niku. How you doing? I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the song for now. Look at the beautiful photos we unlocked. But Ace, Ace. Niku. The song's so nice. How's your weekend? Cat Jam. It's a good song, right? Oh, we did kiss. I forgot. I didn't remember if we kissed or not in the game. You summoned me, Pixel. Sorry, Ace. Kiss. Yeah. I'm hoping that they kiss again for the ending. So the ending is generally very short. It's like 10 minutes, which is just enough time for me. Okay. Let's go. Ending. Let's kiss again. Or pin me down on the bed or something. Let's see. Time flew by after that. As planned, we dove into movie production immediately after New Year's Day. With filming well underway, Harumi was busy running back and forth every day. He was involved with the filming whenever possible, even after the new school term began. We'd met in the spring a year ago. I hadn't noticed back then, but now that I knew more about Harumi, he'd been forcing himself to come in back then. Things were different now.
今この仕事をちゃんとできなかったら、将来アニメの仕事に就いたって最終的にドロップアウトしてしまうと思うんだ。この現場だってそんな難しい仕事をさせられているわけじゃない。
Huh? Pinned down, huh? That's my wish bursting. I want to be pinned down. So
それぐらいをこなせなかったら、いつかアニメを自分で作るって時に必ずくじけてしまう。
Although, to be honest, I don't know if we'll get that with this character. The closest thing I can... I don't know. I don't know if he'd do that, to be honest. He's more the adorable, innocent type, so I'm not sure. It looks like you're having fun, Harumi.
楽しくなんかないよ。毎日大学の勉強と就活準備で忙しいのに、監督様にはいいようにこき使われてさ。
Hehe. The job hunt. Now that I think about it, we're already seniors.
あなたは今書いてる作品は順調？
I think so. As for me, I didn't have much to do once the filming began. All I was doing was helping with basic chores as needed or helping Professor Asaki with a few rewrites here and there. So when I had free time, I was using it to write a new script of my own. I turned in my latest draft to Professor Asaki at the end of the year. He praised me a lot, saying the two drafts were worlds apart. I was sure he was just joking, but he said he found the characters engaging with how they were trying to figure out their love. He also said it felt a lot more natural. So I shifted to writing a new story to submit to a contest in autumn or winter. Harumi and I had both been very busy... and I had both been keeping busy with very little time to spend together. After finishing all our duties, our walks home were the only dates we had time for.
ごめん。
What for?
だって今年に入ってから全然デートとかできなくて、二人の時間も全然作れないし。
I mean, he does it jokingly. And then you know when he does it, it catches me off guard, Burston. And then what I usually, my reaction is usually I blush and then I hide my face. Or I giggle. One of the two. Hee, so what are you saying? Aren't we spending time together now?
言ってもらえるのは嬉しいけど、やっぱりもっと。
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah? Did you hear the kissy sound?
もっと一緒にいて。こんな。
Man just made a sound like a... Oh, I can't do it. What? Harumi, you dirty. When did my innocent Harumi learn such a trick? While I was flustered, his face turned red like never before. Oh, you. Harumi had changed. Well, sort of, in a way. Okay, so it was very nuanced, but still. Seeing his change made me happy, embarrassed, and made my heart racing all at once. That was so not fair, Harumi.
ずる
How so?
そんなに可愛いから。
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you see it too, Ben, but Harumi reminds me a lot of Burston. So like I like red-haired best friend more and Nishijima as like characters, but I like Harumi's story better than Nishijima's because he's just so adorable and like innocent, and he's like experiencing love for the first time, and it's just and he says stuff like this. Huh? Thank you, Ben. I can kind of see it. There are some elements. Yeah. Like I can picture Burston saying, "It's not fair how cute you are." It's something, I feel like that's something Burston would say. Cuz my usual types would never say stuff like that. Perilous? Nah, he would not say stuff like that. He would say it jokingly just to see what my reaction would be and catch me off guard, but I feel like Burston would like genuinely say it. And then he would like have this like big grin. Oh yeah, more manly. Oh, for sure. Some elements are in there. Not like 100% like him, but certain things he does. It's something I do say. See? Looks like you're playing this game, shaking his head. He does, but he knows that I enjoy them, and when I talk excitedly about them, he smiles. Because he knows like they bring me joy, so. But enough to remind me of Burston. And then he would hit you with the I love you right there. I love you too. Is that the ending? Oh my god. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, let's see where this goes. Promotional posters had started to appear around the city as we were wrapping filming. I was so happy to see them that I took a pic of one in the train station. The poster I photographed had both Sena and Nishijima on it. The background was a location we'd scouted. It was fun to see our work on the poster. Okay, good. I was like, that better not be the ending. Finally, summer came and the movie was completed. Despite being the end of August, the air was still hot and muggy. In the midst of that, Harumi and I were invited to the first private screening of the finished film. The scenery spread across the screen, and a very human drama followed. The dialogue, the music, the costumes. The movie imparted a sense of emotional clarity with a touch of nostalgia. It was beautiful, but sad. I couldn't look away for a single moment. I was so fixated, I'd forget to breathe at times. Sena and Nishijima's acting was superb, and Professor Asaki's script was immaculate. The makeup and hair were spot on too. Everything was distinct, yet came together seamlessly, which proved the talent and skill of the director. Mr. Makino is truly a visionary. I watched the end credits scroll up the screen and let out a deep sigh. Huh? It just got to me when I saw the credits. You saw it, right? Our names were up there. Wow, you can't imagine how happy I am now. It made me really feel like part of the crew. We were able to help make an amazing movie, even if our contribution was small. Oh yeah, that's true. A lot of, like, if the thing makes me happy, then he's, makes him happy. I know what you mean, Mr. Makino is amazing. He's certainly intimidating during filming, but he made sure everyone was doing what they needed to. I shouldn't be surprised it came together. You should tell your father what you just said. You've never praised him like this before, right? Why not? You're such a child. We shared a laugh and an announcement played. Ah, looks like Mr. Makino is coming. The man who walked onto the stage wasn't the father that worried over Harumi, but the director of the film. He was a talented man with the skill to bring out everyone's best and create a masterpiece.
まずはこの作品を完成させるにあたり、出演者と関わってくれたすべてのスタッフに感謝を表したいと思います。ありがとう。あなた方がいなければ、この映画は完成はおろか、存在することもなかった。
He was met with that thunderous applause, and I was part of it. Harumi? I looked over to see him staring up at the director without a single clap. How dare you? His eyes were filled with pride, respect, and a tinge of frustration. I see how it is. The two could definitely get along as father and son, but Harumi was starting to see his father as a rival professionally. But you can still clap for the man? I feel that was a little disrespectful, but okay. Time flew by until October came, and when the movie released, it was a huge hit. It would easily stay in theaters the rest of the year. As for Harumi, he'd finally found his dream job at a small anime studio. Many who worked at bigger and more reliable studios tried to talk him out of it, but he didn't listen to them. Others were happy to hear he'd found a job. The studio he signed on to had released a number of titles overseas, so his knowledge of English played a role in his hiring. Harumi had laughed, saying everything he'd been through was finally bearing fruit. Things had changed for me too. I was still writing scripts, and now I was submitting them to contests. Just last month, I submitted another to a local television station. I barely squeezed in before the deadline, but I still won one of their top awards. Sadly, I didn't take the grand prize, but when I told Harumi what I'd won, he was as overjoyed as if it'd been his own success. We got together so we could celebrate in our own special way. Hi! Oh, thank you. I like this top too. I like the lacy part. I've worn it a few times by now, I think. Hi, Frisk. This game may be called Love or Pretend, but our love for you is real. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Frisk. But how have you been? Okay, I don't think I missed anything. Is baby Dino okay now, Betty? Is he settled down? We got together so we could celebrate in our own special way. All right. We are in his room. Thank you. Neither of us cared for liquor, so instead we toasted the moment with cups of juice and some cake his mother had gotten for us. Oh, what? Did I do something?
選考委員の人たちは分かっていない。入賞って何なんだ。あの作品は最優秀賞が妥当でしょう。
I like him. So supportive. Oh, I see. Thanks. I appreciate the sentiment, Harumi. Professor Asaki praised me too. Huh?
あなたを褒めていいのは俺だけなんだから。
Is he drunk? What are you talking about?
早速回ってきたみたいね。
Oh my god, did his mom spike the drink? Excuse me? Wait, Harumi, give me your cup. You spiked his drink. His mom spiked his own. Oh my god, his mom spiked his drink. I can't believe it. Okay, this is what's happening. His mom and his dad love you so much. You're already like their daughter-in-law. But the mom was like, son, you need to be more aggressive and be more true to your feelings. So she spiked his drink so he would finally make a move. That's my guess. Because she's like, enjoy. Oh, it's so funny. I'm doing good. Go, mom. Let's see where this goes, though. Also, he only took one sip. 2? I don't know. Maybe he downed the whole thing. I have no idea. It's fine, but here, have some water. I handed Harumi one of the bottles of water lining the table. It's still in your system, but okay. Are you okay?
少ししか飲んでなかったから。まったく自分が準備するからって全然手伝わせてくれないと思ったら。
And then we laugh.
母さんがこんないたずらするなんて昔の俺に教えてあげたいよ。
That's how much his mom supports your relationship. That'd certainly be something.
ごめん、あなたのお祝いだって言うのに。
I guess your mother was trying to reward me in her own way by showing me what kind of drunk you are.
あなたが喜んでくれたならま、よしとしよう。
Yeah, let's go with that.
それで
Harumi then handed me a stack of papers. Oh, a present for me? You really didn't have to. Now I feel bad for not winning first place. It's a presentation document?
こんなものでごめん。
I guess there is a market for girls who like these type of guys. I would get very frustrated with this type of guy. I think he's adorable. I don't know if I would... I wouldn't... I don't know. Like, I do like Harumi. I don't know if I would date him, though. Or... Put it this way. If he was my first boyfriend, I think it would be adorable and cute. You know, we experienced our first love together. Because my character has never fallen in love too. So it's kind of the two of them experiencing their first love, which makes sense in this context, right? But if it's like me, you, Ben, like people who have had more experiences, I can see us like maybe not going there. But in the context of like my character in the game and like his character, I think it's like very sweet. Maybe that's why. Yeah, like Cappy and his girlfriend. Like if we think of it like it's Morty and his girlfriend experiencing first loves together, then it's kind of like, like you just watching on the outside, kind of like. Drab, this isn't what you were working on during your job search. I've never seen this before.
あなたにシナリオを書いてもらえたらそれを思って作ったんだ。もちろん素人の考えた企画だし、あらやミスもいっぱいあると思うけど、あなたのためだけの企画書なんだ。なんか本当にごめん。やっぱりおかしいよね。捨ててくれていいから、後でちゃんとプレゼント用意するから。
That makes sense in this context, but if he was my I'd be, come on, maybe a minute. Well, he also doesn't have many friends. So I think he was in like a difficult kind of like not situation. Like time in his life, and he just made friends. So you're actually his first friend. And then you became his lover after. But he just joined the anime/manga club at his university, and he made his first friend outside of you. So this is somebody who was also socially awkward growing up and hasn't had many people to talk to about this stuff, right? So Link Blink's still a baby to me. Yeah, like for me, he doesn't look like a Shota exactly, but like he's in between. He's like in between. That's why I call him adorable. Cause he's like, oh, he's adorable. But like, I wouldn't use that word to describe like Perilous or like somebody I'm dating. But it's like, I'm rooting for you. Younger brother, yeah. But you want to cheer on your younger brother, you know? So it's like a social... I guess I didn't think of that much. Yeah. It's, I don't know. Like, when I play these games, I think, like... I think very far. Far into it. Don't do that. Thank you for this wonderful gift. It's the first time I've received something so nice. I'll take good care of it. I mean, I'll do more than take care of it. I'll probably wear the corners ragged from reading it over so many times. Do you mind if I study it later? Then Sorry, I guess I lost myself in the moment, thinking about your present. I sure do. Do you mind if I write a scenario using what you have in here? Then we should turn it into an anime just for us. We won't show it to anyone else.
二人だけの上映会したり
Do any of you draw though? Yeah.
そのためにも就職したら頑張らなきゃ。あなたにどんどん差をつけられたら大変だ。
I'm writing a drama script right now. I'll need to study too to write for an anime. I don't want you to pass on work from me when the time comes because I'm not good enough.
そんなこと絶対ないから。絶対書いてもらえるように頑張るから。
Yeah, we'll each do our best. Scenarios aside, do you think making an anime is that much different from making a live action movie?
そうだね。実際に働いてみないとわからないけど、随分と違うと思う。だから初めてのことばかりでくじけることもあると思うけど、一人じゃないから。以前の俺なら一人で抱え込んで落ち込んで、膝を抱えて閉じこもってしまうと思う。でも今はわかる。もちろん目の前のことは自分で何とかしなきゃいけないけど、つまずいたり立ち止まった時は周りの人に相談していいんだって。手を貸してもらうのは恥ずかしいことじゃないんだって。
Harumi.
全部あなたが教えてくれたんだ。
You taught me a lot of things too, you know.
好きだよ。
I love you too, Harumi. Saying each other's names made it so much harder to stay apart. Our lips moved closer to each other. Oh, wait. See, my character is also kind of like, wait. She's also kind of like, yeah, skittish. What if your mother is eavesdropping?
そうだね。
Who cares if the mother's eavesdropping? That's what she's hoping for. Hey. People support each other every day. I'd read that in countless stories before as if the line was from a template. Now I had come to finally understand what it really meant, all because of Harumi. I savored everything we'd said then and held it in my mind so I'd have the confidence to continue writing no matter what. Harumi and I promised each other on the night of the premiere that we'd reach our dreams together. We were going to create something that would captivate our audience. I don't know. I think I kind of like the other ending more. Oh, there's more. Life was tough with both of us in our final year of college and searching for jobs on the side. This ending is so long. Red flag, mama's wife. Oh, no. Up until this point, him and his mom actually weren't close at all. Actually, he wasn't close with his parents at all. Niku, hi Niku. Ben, my love. The two of you. I was in the home stretch working on my final barrier, my graduation thesis. We were both terribly busy and coupled with the fact that we went to different colleges. It was hard to find the time to meet up. Difficult as it was, I managed to focus long enough to finally complete my thesis. We'd been in contact over a ring, but it wasn't anywhere near enough, so we set up a date as soon as I was done.
見たい映画って
What are we watching? I know it's unusual, but it's a romance that Mr. Makino directed. I heard it didn't have many showings when it initially released, but I was curious since it was growing in popularity. It took some effort, but I finally found it on DVD.
言ってくれたら父さんに聞いてみたのに。
Not a chance. Think about it. You'd have to ask him for a copy so we could watch it alone here. That would be so embarrassing.
それは確かに。
You haven't seen it either, right? The disc whirred faintly inside the DVD player as I pressed the play button. I held my breath and watched the logos pass one after another. I could sense Harumi's warmth next to me. Oh, it was nice, but I was acutely aware of how long it had been since we sat this close to each other. I felt like I could hear my heart pounding as the silent logos scrolled by. What are we thinking? Even though I was nervous, I scooted closer. Okay, what are we doing right now? Let's go. Are you diction? Wait, what about frictionless? Just kidding. Are you ditching for? I need all the attention I can get. I'm going to. It's an open relationship. Oh, I'm just gonna get ready and then go to bed right away. I'm gonna literally kick Peerless out of the bed too after he brushes his teeth. Because what he does is he usually sits down with me and then we like chat a little bit. I'm just gonna kick him out and be like, go back downstairs. Even though I was nervous, I scooted closer. He took a deep breath. He knew exactly what I was doing and he was waiting tensely. Until our fingers touched. I could feel the warmth of his hand. Oh. I could hear my pulse in my ears. The electric tension between us was broken as the movie started, a movie centered around romance. It told the story of two lovers with emotions as tumultuous as the sea. Little was explicitly said, but it was masterfully conveyed in the acting, expression, and environment. The color of the sky, sound of the wind, sounds of breathing, even the opening of a door. Everything was meticulously set, yet felt so organic. Therefore, every spoken line carried weight and had a well-defined meaning. Each voice was vibrant and alive. Everything came together with beautiful purpose. The movie slowly drew to a close with a lingering sense of sorrow and a remorse. Damn. That description, though. Hi, Sitar. Scheduled doo-doo? Oh, yeah. Was told there was cookies. Hello. Ben is dropping crumbs everywhere, frictionless. Sitar, you end when you want to, Pixel. It's an illusion. You know who I think about time to time? Yamro. Oh, I forgot about him. Sorry, I had to think for a second. I wonder how he doing. He just lays in... No, I don't watch anything before I go to sleep. Sometimes I do TikToks, but no, I don't. That would be too distracting for me. My brain would be very wide. Okay, I'm going to keep reading so I can finish this. That was so amazing. The story was so intense, but it found the perfect balance and never became too much. The scene where the woman bared her soul was amazing. I nodded along in total agreement. I hoped I can write a script as good as that one day. I want to express how it feels when someone in love looks at their partner with unrestrained emotion. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. You think so? I was going to add, I hope so, when... Oh, this guy! I swear, guys, this is Burston. I mean, you already have what you need. Referring to himself. This guy. Such a romantic partner. Burston. Never... something. Oh, I appreciate that, but I am aware of the time. Like, I do look at the time once it's 11. I look at it every 15 minutes. But I'm going to finish this. Well, the girl poured window washer food and entered. That was horrendous. So... there's a video of a woman dumping vegetable oil all over the engine and using a towel to dab it all around. What are these videos you guys are talking about? That is me. 100% I say this shit. I'm telling you, I know you, Burston, and certain things you say. You say all the cheesy ooey gooey stuff. Huh? Harumi, did he mean I was earnestly looking to fulfill my dreams? Or... the music stopped! Or... does he mean I'm earnestly in love with him like the woman in the movie? Ooh. Okay. I looked away as I lacked the courage to ask him, which he meant. Silence hung in the room as I... I'm getting giggly. Okay, hold on. Silence hung in the room as I tried to gain control of my emotions. I wanted to look at him, but I felt so shy. The silence was broken by the buzz of a phone. My phone, on the couch next to me, was silent. It was Harumi's phone, and when I glanced over, I saw it was a message from Mr. Makino. Is there a problem?
いや、そうじゃなくて。父さんめ。
His face was turning red. Oh? What did he say? Harumi?
いや、なんでもない。
I think his dad said something embarrassing.
っていうか、あなたに見せるべきではないものなので。
I tried to look at his phone, but he shifted his body so I couldn't see what was on the screen. Now he's making me even more suspicious. I reached out to snatch his phone, but he writhed around to avoid me. Oh, you're gonna fall on top of him, girl. You don't want me to see because it's bad?
いや、まずいっていうか。
Damn it.
誤解っていうか。あなたに見られるのはちょっと。
So he said something bad about me?
断じてそんなことでは。
But you won't show it to me.
誤解される。
Jabin 504. Frictionless. What's a big thing? It's already taken. J-Ho 503. Oh, these rules are unfair. That's funny. Give me some credit. I promise I won't jump to conclusions or judge you.
別。あなたにされたら生きていけない。
I won't. Now let me see. It was like a game of tag. Oh. I chased him around the room and he kept himself just out of reach every time I grabbed for him. Almost. I stood on my tiptoes and reached as far as I could when suddenly I slipped and fell forward. Of course. And then you guys are going to kiss. Passionately. Oh. You see? You see? Ah, I knew this was coming. I winced, but didn't hit the floor as expected. Instead, Harumi caught me. Well, not quite. Instead of being in his arms, I was laying on top of him. Oh no, I knocked him to the floor? Wait, the reason the fall wasn't so bad was we'd fallen onto the bed. They didn't even fall on the... They fell on the bed. Oh my god, they fell on the bed. Totally speechless, we stared into each other's eyes, closer than we'd ever been. I couldn't take my eyes I couldn't take my eyes from his. I couldn't even move. Sorry, but it's your fault for running away. His phone had fallen from his grip onto the bed next to us.
それは。
So, I'm going to see what's going on. With Harumi totally frozen, I carefully picked up the phone. While you're still on top of him. I flipped it over to read the text that was still on the screen. The nice and bright screen. With the ring message clearly visible, saying, "No need to return tonight. Take good care of her." Your dad! Oh my god. His dad is basically like, don't come home, sleep over at her house. Take care of her. My god, his parents, he has the best parents. His parents are like, go. Don't come home, we'll lock you out. Oh, this is something naughty, I bet. His father did. This always happens. Corny always. Harumi's a pillow princess. Gross. Let's go. Let's get going already. Dragging the scene out. I knew it. I need to enjoy it and relish it. The sender was Yuzo Makino. Misunderstanding, huh?
俺はただあなたの家に映画を見に行くとしか。
I see. Take good care of her? No need to return tonight? Harumi's phone screen went dark as I stared. We're still on top of him. Yes?
あなたがいると起き上がれない。
Oh, sorry. I must be kind of heavy.
そういうわけじゃない。けど。
Seeing him so flustered made me feel bad, but at the same time, I didn't want to get off of him. Ooh. Touching him, skin to skin, set my body on fire. It's like wanting to stay under a warm, fluffy blanket on a cold morning. Then again, I shouldn't think of Harumi as a blanket. Although he was comforting, warm, gentle, and could cover me entirely. I looked at him and saw he was staring at the ceiling in nervous anticipation. I haven't seen him this close in a long time. So very handsome with soft, silky hair. I could feel his breath on my cheek. Come to think of it, he was my first kiss. The memory of that moment was vivid in my mind. So he kissed you then. So now you should return the favor and kiss him first because you're on top. So just... We kissed many times since then, but that one was a very special, gentle kiss. He always takes the initiative to kiss... Oh, that's true. See, he always takes the initiative to kiss her. So he's not exactly, you know... Swings out her face squishes through the window of her car while Pixel drives down the highway. If it was over, thank God you woke up. You might mumble yourself in your sleep. Apparently I do mumble in my sleep. There's rest in the game. Takes a while though, Pixel. That's true. They gotta build it up. I had never made the first move. I wonder how he'll react. Oh, I think guys in general like it when the girl makes the first move. What's the photo? I want to see the photo. Unable to hold back my curiosity and feeling a little mischievous, I tenderly kissed him. I really did it. It wasn't like it was unusual for women to take the initiative, but I was more tense than I thought possible. Then again, I doubted our situation was all that common. The music is so cute. It's like... Yeah, I'll just take a picture of it. I slowly slipped off Harumi, who was staring ahead, eyes wide. Surprised? You don't have to be angry. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. Okay, then I'm sorry I caught you off guard. I didn't think you'd be so startled. Huh? Burston, this is also something you would say. It can't be as funny as Dragon Boy, you're awake. You can have combos with him. The guy looked creepy in the last scene? I mean, he was startled, so his eyes were like bulgy. What? Wait, what do you mean? Harumi reached out for me with a glint in his eye like I'd never seen before. Okay, you have to admit, he's having a 360 turnaround. Now he's saying... Okay. Ooh, wait a second. And now he's like, think you can get away from me? What? Huh? You seeing what I'm seeing? You're the one who set the fire, so you need to be held accountable. See, this man, all he needed was for you to make the first move, and then he's like, everything's off the table now. I tried to retreat, but... What? Harumi grabbed my hands, and we fell back into bed. Oh. He pulled me back into the position from a moment ago with me on top of him. Then he pressed his warm, soft lips against mine. Oh, okay. I'm hearing smacking sounds now. My mind blanked for a moment. I don't know. I'm giggling. It's always the smacky sounds. I was still as my mind struggled to comprehend what was going on. The kiss was much warmer than any we'd shared before. It was much more passionate as well. Accountable? You know you're only piquing my interest. You're okay with me wanting to know more? This is like spicy and sweet at the same time. Okay, this ending is way better than Nishijima. Nishijima, they don't even show you guys about to have sex. You guys like have a happy ending, but you guys don't get to this point. I still didn't know everything about Harumi or the feelings he held deep inside, but I wanted to, even if it was a little scary. Hopefully my heart can take it. I felt dizzy from the sound of my pulse beating in my head. The movie was over, but our story would continue into the never-ending future. My God, now he's panting. I love the like little whispers.
ずっと未来まで。
My heart was overflowing. Me too. Oh, I could see why everybody likes this one the most. I didn't know what my future holds, but as long as I'm with him, I'm sure my future will be filled with everlasting happiness. Oh, so sweet. Happy ending. Okay, so I don't have time to do all the other endings today. We're going to do it at the beginning of next stream, which should generally take half an hour or so. But we're going to start Kazuma next week. So I'm just going to do the first half an hour with Harumi, and then I'm going to do Kazuma. So Kazuma's the red hair guy, the best friend. So Ben, I'm gonna start it next week. Cause that's where we are. Screenshot, yeah. Not the only thing bulging. He's not wrong. Frictionless is not wrong at all. Yay. But Mr. Pixel, was nice knowing you. Twitch finds you for it. There's people on Twitch doing. Oh yeah. There's people on Twitch playing way worse things. Some of them are even playing like DMCA stuff. But I know you're joking, AJ. Okay, so I'm gonna go to bed now. It is past my bedtime, but I'm just gonna brush my teeth. I turned off my mic, sorry. So tomorrow I'll be perler beating one Overwatch order. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for more chatting and whatnot.